Kids are down. Wife's asleep.
So in 4 hours, you drank 15 Busch Lights.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at 8 o'clock, that's when you checked out and your wife had to deal with you.
Night time.
Night time.
Yeah.
Crack a beer. Pour a bourbon. It's After Dark. On ESPN Louisville Plus. Subscribe and smash that freaking like button. Now here's Justin Soforo.
Soforo. How do you
Soforo.
say Soforo? No, it's fur. It's fur, not four. That's why it's fur, man.
Soforo.
There you go.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Soforo. I don't know. Soforo? Soforo, my bad. No, Soforo.
Here's Justin Soforo and Anna Tarullo.
And here we are. We're back once again. What is up, everybody? Welcome back into ESPN Louisville Plus. It's been a great day. It's been an amazing day for me. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling awesome. Got a lot of good vibes, a lot of good feelings when it comes to the basketball programs around this state. Anna Tarullo, how are you doing, ma'am? It's good to see you here, and thank you for joining me. I promise you all, I didn't have to force her against her will to show up today. I don't know why. Anyway, how's it going? How are you feeling today?
I'm probably not having as glorious of a Sunday as you are, but that's to be expected. It's fine. I'm good. I'm here to talk about horses and horse racing and the Derby. I don't know what you are so happy about or here to talk about. I'm trying not to involve myself with those things, but I'm happy for you for having such a great Sunday.
It's all about the horses, all about the ponies. It's weird. I guess that's what we're going to talk about. That's why everybody's here, right?
Yeah,
And I'll be honest. I'll be
recapping.
Legit. Well, we can talk a little bit about it. Might as well for a little bit of an icebreaker. I've listened to sports radio for a long, long time, right? And I remember, and this is my moment that I'm going to say it. Thank God for the portal season. Because it gives me something to do. It also gives people like Andy and Blank and Diener and all the other gas bags something to talk about that isn't. I don't need fake taking about horses. You don't know shit about horses. Like, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying nobody on the air outside of like
nobody
a couple
in
guys
Kentucky media does, but we all have to pretend once a year.
There's a couple people who, whatever, you can be the horse guy, whatever, that's fine. But outside of that, like it's like Issel, you can talk horses. You can talk about, show me the PPs. Show me the PPs, and I'll put my money on that PP. That's what you can do for me.
Really?
That's what it's.
That's how you know?
Well, I know. It's so the PPs means somebody in the chat. What does PPs mean? I'd explain this to somebody yesterday. PPs is like, is it? Fill me in horse racing. It means something.
I thought you were being dirty. I thought you were talking anatomy. I was like,
I always take it out of context because yes, it sounds like we're talking about their PP. Show me your PP,
and we'll
see which Great White probably had
perhaps
past
I'll get
performances. Thank you, past performances. Thank you, Danny, and thank you, BTW 985. PP, the PPs. Show me them Show me the PPs, girl.
Don't show me.
Don't show me them.
Don't message me them. I don't want to see pictures of them. Don't talk about them. Keep those to yourself. Thank you. I
was about to say, this is an awkward moment because no matter what I say, I'm like, either I'm going to offend her or I'm just going to say, I'm like, I would imagine that everybody's been subjugated at least once to one of those. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. Anyway, guys, welcome in ESPN Louisville Plus After Dark. Justin Soforo, Anna Tarullo. We're going to talk all things as we always like to do, cards, cats, bourbon, bluegrass, all that good stuff that we do here on the channel. I had to apologize to Tarullo. Like when we first hopped in together, I was like, this is like 4 weeks of this shit for you. And I'm sorry. Like there's a point where maybe she'll just have to be like, I can't do it tonight.
It was close tonight. I was like, I can't fake it again. I can't get in there and pretend like I care about what's happening.
I can't do the Mark Pope stuff. We just can't do it. Sleepy Soforo. Yeah, we were getting, actually, I'll tell you what we did. We were fixing Anna's mic. in her headphones so she could actually hear, and you could hopefully actually hear her. Let me know.
If
Does it
y'all
sound
even
better?
knew how easy the fix was, if y'all even knew, I was like, I just can't figure it out. Week in and week out, somebody's spying on me. The government doesn't want me to be successful. It was just plugging it in the wrong place. So.
I just love the shots. You're saying that I'm getting shots taken at me, and people, and I get from 9:15 to 10:30. It's we're gonna get into it, but it's not just my fault. No, I'll just leave it at that.
It's always
anyway,
my fault. It's always my no. Wait, it is
yeah.
always my fault. No, it really is. And I'll be the first one to say that.
We get there.
Would be 45 minutes early if it were up to him. And he does all of the show prep. So I don't know why he even keeps me around.
She shows up and we just let her do her thing. Anyway, guys, if you could, before we really get into it, do me a solid favor. Smash the freaking like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Do all that good stuff. But sharing this out, liking, subscribing really does help us to bring more and more content here on the channel. Like I said, especially now, I've had some changes and shifts when it comes to my day-to-day schedule with the other jobs and everything I've got going on. So the goal is more and more content here. Phil Baker and I have already arranged something where hopefully we can do a weekly podcast together as well. That's recorded and that we can put out. I'm trying to get more and more people to actually be on this platform, be on this channel, help it to get some momentum, especially moving into the next cycle, the next season that we have. Football, definitely, at least Will Stein's doing his thing as football.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
He's a football school, baby. Always has been. Always.
And I feel like this never works for the sound of what it should be, but this is going to be our Sunday sauce. That's a spicy meatball hot take of the day. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get it. I'll play this out here in just a sec. But first I wanted to ask you, Derby. How much did you get into it? How much do you love Derby? I feel like your Derby experience and my Derby experience have been very different over the years.
Not this year, baby, unless you were in sweatpants watching SNL and not texting your friends back because you're a bad friend. So I feel like, here's the thing, and I feel like I'm not the only one that feels this way. I think I did Derby the past 5 years, both Oaks and Derby, all of the parties before, all of the parties late into the night on Oaks, all of the parties late into the night on Derby. And then it's always chaotic. It's always last minute. And what irks me, what irritates me the most is people want to come in from out of town and be like, hey, let's do Derby. And I'm like, I don't think you understand how big of a thing that is to take on. If you get it and you've been a few times, okay, you get it, but it's always chaotic. It's always last minute. It's always a lot of logistics, and it just kind of wears you out. So I'm happy to have done it the past 5 years. I have great memories. I met awesome people. It's just kind of it feels like once in a lifetime moment. It had felt like once in a lifetime moments every single year. You never know who you're going to meet, who you're going to run into, what memories you're going to make. But this year just felt different. I would say maybe I'm getting old, but I've been old. So I'm like, I don't think it's that. I think it's really, for me, it's just turned into it feels like the same thing every year. It feels like Groundhog Day. It feels like deja vu. I feel like it's almost turned into in some senses, it's the same washed up people every year in terms of the celebrities you meet. It's dude, I met Joy Fatone 6 times. I don't need to meet him again. I don't care. It's awesome. No offense to Joy Fatone.
7-year-old you would have been hyped. 7-year-old you would have been hyped. And probably would have been hyped the first time, not the 17th time.
But now, this time I'm it just feels like the same thing. For girls, it's different too. You got to get the hat. You got to get the dress. And I've done it last minute, 4 times in a row. You got to get the nails and the spray tan and make sure you're looking cute, make sure you're looking good. And it's it was, maybe I'm just washed or something now. It was so relieving to just be able to sit at home and take a breath and not have to worry about any of it. Be like, dude, I'll watch it. And the only part I will say that I did kind of miss was being around, and it's just being around the adrenaline of a big sports moment and the horse racing. And they're talking about the jockeys and all of the backstories and the trainers. And I'm like, God, that touches my heart and soul. There's so many stories around that and emotions. And it just makes you feel so much. I'm a sucker for things that make you just get into your emotions. I think that's why people are so attracted to the Derby and how it's become such a big thing, is that those 2 minutes, you're not thinking about anything. You're just the pure excitement of watching that race happen. And I love that. I love being around that. So I think maybe if I want to I'd want to try to get closer to that. But part of it is just has also become like Las Vegas, right? Like if you spend a lot of time at Keeneland, the culture is so authentic there, and you go and you get it. And now everything just feels so gauche at the Derby. It's like people are like wearing this fashion because they think that's what you're supposed to be wearing. And it's like, it's just become almost like a mockery of what it was. It feels like Halloween. It feels like a fucking costume party. And I'm like, I don't even like this. You're not even really, and it's here. Okay, I have a very strong opinion on this, and this is what's pissing me off. You have Tom Brady. No, I don't know why I'm taking shots at him in particular, but I'm going to. You have like Tom Brady and shit who like loves to come in every year and like act like it's his favorite thing and such a big deal. But we're letting like people like that dictate the culture of what the Derby is instead of us telling them. It's like, why are we like these insecure bitches? Like we should tell them how it works. We're letting them lead the day and tell us what we need to do and what we need to be paying attention to and what's important on that day. I just hate that. I feel like on and on too, it's like, we are losing the Kentucky aspect of the Derby. It's like it doesn't even feel like you're here. And I think so many people around Louisville feel that way as well. So many people don't even go anymore. I mean, like when I was in high school, it's $50 for like an infield ticket. That's what you do. And now I know it's way more than that. And it's like, I feel like there's less and less of a place for the Kentucky people of what made the Derby what it is in the first place. But now, if you look at the ratings, when they moved back post time, they did all this stuff. It feels even less approachable or just relatable. And I don't think it's going to change because it was such a success. It's become a commercial. It's like the Super Bowl, but worse. So I don't see that changing. I wish the later post times hadn't been such a success. So we could kind of bring it back to what it should be. But I don't see that going anywhere.
Well, I had to research it too because I was like, it keeps getting later, right? Like we keep pushing back the Derby because I swear the Derby used to be like 5 p.m. Like it was 5. I remember being in college, being at U of L, and it was just kind of like it was cool because like I went to U of L, so it was part of literally school ended early. Like everybody else still had like a few more weeks of school left. We got out by mid to end of April, so that way we could have the Derby and we'd have that going on. And my fraternity, we'd have the parties over there by the baseball stadium. We walk over. You have all that going on. 5 o'clock, it's over. And now it's like, it's 7 o'clock, and I'm like, buddy, I'm getting old, buddy. This race, can we get this race to bleep over with by now? Like I got kids.
People are gonna die. Yeah, like the races are so late, and then you party all night, then you have to go to the next day and stay all day, and then party at night. I'm like, people are going to lose their lives.
Well, and then we keep having, you know what? Let's just go ahead and. All right, this is the Sunday sauce. That's a spicy meatball hot take, and I know we're starting it early. We're not getting right into the main topic of the day, but I feel like it would be remiss if we don't just talk about the Derby and everything that happened and just kind of get into it a little bit. Here's the question I have for you. And it's just, is the Kentucky Derby peak Kentucky culture? We talk about culture. That's the reason I bring the Italian part of this, the Sunday sauce in here. Because when it comes to Italians, you used to like to have that kind of the culture. You go to Italy, you visit Italy, you come into their culture. You know what I mean? Like they bring you in, you experience what they have, their life. Kentucky Derby, you touched on it a little bit already. We get overtaken by, and I hate that I'm starting to do this, but like especially now with the last year or so with the Epstein files and all that kind of stuff. It's like
let's get into the files. Let's talk about the island. Bill Gates, where are you?
You all didn't know this, but you signed up for Epstein files talk in the first 15 minutes when we're talking about 9/11. I should be. Why is Justin not talking about Obinna Ekezie or still trying? I knew I was going to say it wrong. Ekezie, I believe it's Ekezie, and now we're talking about the Epstein files. But anyway.
You come Justin's talking about the Federal Reserve. He's going off the rails.
It's already going on. But like it is so much you talked about that where it's like they overtake the city. And it's like we kind of have to be like, okay, that's not who we are. That's not what we do.
Fucking bitches about it, and we let them do it, and it's pissing me off. I'm like, have more pride than that.
Yes, it is. I had to turn the music down. It was distracting me. It's very distracting, I promise. But it's very much, and it's something where I look around and I remember thinking, like, the get him, honey, get him, honey.
She's like, yeah, let's talk about him.
it's now that's the alien files that are coming out. That's what honey's it's sensing an alien or sensing the lizard people, whatever it is.
Reptilians.
No, exactly. Whatever Stream was going to talk about, some of that nonsense.
I miss him.
I know. We're going to get Stream on here. I promise. One time during the summer, at least one time, we're going to have when school's done. And school's gonna be done very soon. He'll be on here. I promise. See, I know he's gonna want to do what do we call it?
Weird Wednesday?
Supernatural Sunday. We'll do it on Supernatural Sunday. Yeah. Okay.
Send us to space.
The problem is, it's just the
never went. The problem is it's not real.
If we didn't go, we
never went to the fucking moon. The live shots were blurry on Derby, and I turned around and looked at my dad and I said, "Listen, you think they fucking did a live shot from the moon in the 60s? Get real with me." That's what I was thinking about on Derby.
It's possible. But yeah, so it's just so much of it. It just feels like I remember the feeling I used to have, because I used to go to the Derby, and like, you know, my friend Max, shout out Max, he would always, and his family would have, it ain't me, the nice, whatever seats up with all the those people, the elites and all that, but he would choose, no, we're going to Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, and that's what it was called. We're going to call it that now that Papa John's back in the fold.
The oven, baby.
Yes, we go to the oven.
Was at the oven.
And we'd set up a tent. We'd have a massive tent. Everybody's pre-gaming, whatever. And then at some point during the day, we would stumble over to Churchill Downs, and we'd be with the people, the real people out in the infield. You know what I'm talking about?
People wouldn't even be clothed.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Naked dudes, dudes running. Like I said, one of my favorite events to me, I think the peak of sport, like better than college basketball, better than college football, it would be the urinal runs. It would be the people that would get up on the urinal and just take off running down there across and seeing how many they could get, while for some reason men and women would feel called to throw, and this one's full, so I'm not going to throw it, a beer bottle or a beer can at you as you're running across there to see how far they could get.
It was just that hunter-gatherer instinct. It was like we were being just part of our culture, what made us.
We need that. We need to fully embrace that again. We need to bring that.
Thank you. We are completely on the same. I bet you thought I was going to have some fancy take of like, no, it's great now, and you have all of these like eyes on you. You can be fancy. Fuck no. I hate what it's become. I hate that we are being such like bitches that we've put it in the hands of people who are not from here and who do not understand. We're sellouts. But like, that's one thing I do really respect about Keeneland is like, you go there and it's like the culture is so strong and you have to adhere to what it is. And like, it's just become a fucking joke. Like, even like watching all like the newscasts and all that, being like, look at the fashion. I'm like, that bitch has the ugliest damn dress I've ever seen. Just because she painted or the twin spires on it doesn't mean it's cute. Like, it's stupid. It looks like Halloween. It's like, you could be a little bit classier than that. All right, Louisville, get it together.
Tell them. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what people need to hear. Anyway, that's just kind of, I think it needed to be said. I think just somebody needed to say it. Like, as much as people want to hype it up and talk about it, like, to me at this point, I don't know. It's old. It's just, it doesn't have that quaint you know what I mean? Like, especially when you look back at old pictures and
the memories. My
doesn't.
cousin's grandma on her other side, you know how your cousins, you're always like, all right, you're my favorite family, but then they always had like those other cousins, and they always had that family on the other side you were kind of jealous of. But we would go to my cousin's other grandma's house, and she lived literally right by, like on 3rd Street, right by Churchill Downs. And we would go, we would do a lemonade stand. We were like probably I'm saying like 8 years old, we would do it. And the memories we have of all these drunk asses stopping and be like, y'all are entrepreneurs. And like, that's some shit I'll never forget. She would like let people park in her backyard. We would like try to make a little bit of money off that and then do a lemonade stand. And it's like, now it's like, God, like no one's just doing it. It just seems like out of hand from just what it should be. And it just feels like Kentuckians, especially Louisvillians, are less and less included, which I hate that.
It's just milking money out of everybody. And Danny brings this up and says, the overall expense from Derby went from has gone from $200 basically to $1,000. And that's at the lowest end for everybody.
And it's not even that nice too. And it's like, okay, if it's supposed to be such a luxurious experience, I want something to be like really, really nice. It's a fucking ripoff. All the parties on Oaks night the night before, those places are put up with fucking paper mache. Like, it's stupid. It's dumb. And people think they're fancy because they're there. I don't know. I don't know why I've become so jaded, like, in the past year. I guess I've done it just so many years in a row. It's the same thing every year. And it's just like, this isn't as cool as people think it should be. It's like, in my opinion, what is wrong was, I think social media plays a big part of it too, because you have all these celebrities coming and being like, look, I'm at the Derby. So it's like, okay, you get money, you get attention for that. And it's like the actual Derby Day experience, I don't know why you would want to come back. Like, if you came and I don't know, it just feels it feels like cheap fashion. It's the Temu experience.
Yeah. Real quick, shout out Jay Schneider said thank you for everything you do with bringing this content out there, having these live streams of these shows that we're going to do. And like I said, we're going to do them throughout the summer. Especially, she's too kind. Don't listen to her. But anyway, we're going to do more and more of this stuff. Just stay tuned, like, subscribe, share it out. All that stuff really helps us. Sean says there were some ugly fashions, a lot of Easter incident derby, if you know what I mean. Also, and then I think it was Schneider also said, I want Anna's thoughts on Harlow's outfit. Did you see what Jack Harlow was wearing?
I didn't even see it. That's how unplugged I was. I didn't even know his ass was here.
I saw it today, actually, is when I saw it. He looks like he's wearing, it either looks like a pilgrim outfit or like a nun outfit. It is the
get back in the carriage.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, what he looks like is he looks like he's a professor for the new Harry Potter, like when they redid the Harry Potter film or whatever thing.
Yes.
That's what it looks like he's doing, and it's just I don't know. Even with a lot of people who like me, I never really was like a Jack Harlow guy, but there was part of me that was like, it's a guy from Louisville who's successful. Right. That's kind of cool in itself. Like Strebel is gonna hate to hate, and that's also Strebel's bit. Like I get it, you know what I mean? Like to hate, and I also don't love modern rap. Like I love rap. Like I love
we could have a whole 90s,
2000s.
That's on purpose.
That's what y'all need. Two gringos out here.
They're giving you
pasty
trash ass.
Yeah.
Rap.
Yeah.
Because they're giving you trash ass music these days because they don't want us to have anything nice. They don't want to have anything nice.
Let us. Okay, guys. I promise we're gonna talk about this. We just needed to get this out there. Okay, we needed to get the Derby takes out there. Okay. Sean's here, and I was giving Derby Mayflower. Yes, that's what it looks like. It looks very much like that. I'm sorry. You needed two Mayo people's opinions on rap music. That's what you needed.
Olive oil mayo.
Olive oil.
That same damn opinion about any music these days. Listen,
that's true.
Quincy Jones said it the best in an article about, I'd say 8 years ago. He was like, listen, all these musicians these days, they just learn stuff online to do some like digital little thing. They're not real musicians. You used to have to go to school and learn, like all the notes and all the keys and all the chord changes in music theory. And now we just let any idiot with like a keyboard do some shit. And I'm sick of that.
Yep. No, it is. I do love that take because that is something I thought about for a long time. The bands are gone. Like the closest I got to it, I think on like Sirius Radio, there was you could listen to what was it? It's called like alt something, and there you would get some bands. I think it's like alt radio or whatever, and you would actually get some bands, but even then, most of it is just gone. Like most of the stuff I listen to, that's why I'm listening to the same crap over and over and over again from when I was like a teenager, probably, and before.
I'm listening to Mother effing Stevie Wonder, baby. I'm listening to like Glenn Miller band.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to sound that wash. I didn't want to sound like my grandma.
and I'll do it proudly.
Or maybe it's cool now. Maybe it's so old that it's cool. Okay, Luke Kentucky Hustle, you calm your ass down with the clickbait. We're just having conversations, and I clicked on the wrong one because there are too many things coming through at one time. It ain't clickbait. We're getting to it. We're gonna talk about it. Okay, if you hit the like button right now, we're gonna talk about it right now. Okay, and then we may come back to this. We'll see. Did Obi-Wan Ekezie impregnate Soforo with today's commitment? Shout out to my QB1 Joey B showing up too. Oh yeah, did you see Joe Burrow? Oh, you said you've been.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you saw your boy.
I did see that. I did. You think I'm not gonna miss a Joe Burrow? I'm not gonna miss a Joe Burrow. Honey is about to get put into solitary confinement. I'm so sorry.
She's protecting the house. All right. For all of you bums that are upset that we're not talking about Louisville basketball right now, we're talking. 25 minutes in, we're talking Louisville basketball now, and we'll get into it. Anna, we're going to have to talk Kentucky. I'm sorry as well. It's hard because Mark Pope ain't doing shit.
About what?
But anyway, Louisville basketball today, the big news of the day, and I'll be honest, I was getting a little bit nervous as we got into this weekend. And again, with it being Derby, I've been distracted. I've had things going on, parties and stuff like that. So I had to put out a reel. If you know, I do the social media here at ESPN Louisville with the reels and highlighting the shows. And I got late to doing my guy Ethan Moore and Taylor Lynch, and I was like, Obinna would be a great one to put out. And immediately as I post that, within like a few hours, Maryland Twitter kind of erupted. And like the Terrapins, like I didn't know they had fans. I'll be honest. This is one of those schools that
all you do is crab cakes in football. How are we supposed to know you cared? How are we supposed to know?
I didn't know Maryland fans existed. And similarly to years ago, I didn't know Virginia had fans until Lachlan McLean. Like I didn't know. It was one of those schools and those programs where I'm like, I should never have to hear or listen or like anything about Virginia or about Maryland. Of course, and then Virginia, they end up being decent in basketball for a little bit. That being said, Obinna Ekezie Jr. had visited Louisville. He had also visited a few other schools, the University of Kentucky, Arkansas, BYU, and Maryland. And all 4 of those other programs whiffed on you, boy, as Louisville basketball lays the commitment of Obinna Ekezie Jr. He is he's a 5-star player, reclassifying to 2026. He's in the 2027 class, 7 foot flat-footed. He's without shoes on. He's 7 feet tall, 7'3". Hey, he's got the length. I don't know about the girth yet, but he's got the length there.
You were gonna say that.
I'm sorry, I can't resist that Louisville basketball needs. Committed to Louisville, Pat Kelsey. Another side note that I put this early in the week because I thought we were maybe going to get to this day without the commitment being announced. But Travis Branham had crystal balled him earlier in the week, and even throughout all this Maryland stuff, nothing changed. Nobody else put in another bid there, and it kind of almost feels like the entire news story about Maryland and like the shift and the change in the winds of him. Just for clarification, his dad, Obinna Ekezie, played for Maryland. He was a Terp. Okay. He played there. It's kind of one of those situations where you expected, that's why it was so believable. Because it's like, okay, you see Carmelo Anthony, his son's still playing for Syracuse, even though it's a dumpster fire right now. Like he's still staying there. So I thought there's maybe a chance there that, we probably could lose him. And then I was going to be honest, a lot of my opinions about Louisville basketball in this great recruiting class, it hinged on a little bit of it could have gone either way depending on how this recruitment went. Okay. Mainly because you started off
just the Obinna recruitment. Just the Obinna recruitment.
Well, I think it's just because you've had a couple misses here lately. After Blackwell, you got a couple guys that I'm like. Okay, I'm not. I very much, and I'm sorry. Why am I forgetting his name? The Dayton player. After I saw his tape, I did get excited about him. But I'm talking about like star players that Louisville basketball needed, because what I want to see and what I expect out of this program is to be able to compete for a national championship, to compete for an ACC championship.
I will give you that, as you should.
Not just to be above mid, right? So like some of those players I felt like above mid, but he was definitely a guy that I've changed my tune on. Yeah. But we talk about the money that wasn't spent on Blackwell. They saved that money because Duke ended up getting the commitment. And then I was like, we need one more big splash at least. And this was the guy coming in. It was the guy coming in. Right. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do this to you because Kentucky basketball, and that's another part of the conversation, is how heavily Kentucky basketball kind of was in on him early. And they, they got pictures of him visiting with Mark Pope and all that. And there's also the history.
Probably try to like rap for him or do some weird shit to him.
It just makes me wonder, like, what kind of, what did he do? But like Kentucky, Kentucky's involvement outside of like, a visit from them and everything, it really was pretty minute. Like I didn't really see that heavy. Another point of this, and the reason that I'm so excited about this commitment too, is not only do you go out there and you land a 5-star big, a center who's 7 feet tall, who's going to help back this up, who now, by this listing here, I think this is on 247, 247 Sports, he now replaces Samardo Samuels as the highest rated freshman commit in program history for Louisville. And I know.
Damn.
Again, if you look at it.
That's a huge deal.
It is, and it is, but it's also like for Kentucky basketball and the players that they've gotten, you can't really compare it 1-to-1. But like you look at the top, some of the top 10 does get me though, because it's Obinna now, Samardo Samuels, and then third is Michael Brown Jr. Here's where it gets fun: Sebastian Telfair at number 4.
I knew. How was he 4? What the fuck?
I mean, he was. Is that weird? He was rated point. Yeah, his what's across the board, whatever his cumulative rating or whatever
composite?
was 0.995. Yeah, composite. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just
Well,
forgetting
how isn't
words.
he number one though? Look, I'm kind of shocked by that.
He at this point, Obinna is rated higher. I mean, he is the composite is 0.9986.
Like, what? Okay.
Samardo Samuels, between him and Samardo, it's 8.6 and 8.5. Like it is the slimmest of margins. Yeah. But then the reason it's funny too is you keep going down that list: Samuel Williams, Brian Bowen, Trenton Flowers, Dennis Evans. Dennis Evans,
it's like a
he's
list
back
you
playing.
bring to your therapist.
It's so sad.
All the people who wronged me, help me get over it.
It does. And then you got like Shaquan Aaron down the list and players like that. I didn't realize Kenai Roos was composite so high. He was number 11, like right behind Shea Mahanan. Yeah. Above VJ King and Wayne Blackshear. Anyway, these don't really matter in the end, but at the same time, it's at least interesting to me to see just the way that this played out and the way to see a player be rated so highly for Louisville to go out there and get it. It's also crazy too to kind of think of it. Rick Pitino, I mean, being outshone by Pat Kelsey, and I understand it's legal money now being spent on these players, but that Pat Kelsey is able to go out there and land these two players. Another addendum I had put on there as well that's interesting to me is that, like, if you look at Louisville basketball right now, he's had 2 top 10 high school recruits commit back-to-back classes, 2025 in the SS to 2027 class. I'll see how he's re-rated when he's in the 2026 class, but I'm going to guess he's pretty high in that class. Back-to-back seasons that Louisville basketball has had, and that hasn't happened for Louisville basketball. He's like hasn't.
Obviously making an impact somewhere, like making these kids believe in him somehow. Because we know it's not even a matter of just. I think that excuse is taken away. It's like it can't just be the money you could throw at these kids because Kentucky should be able to compete with that, right? Like I feel like it's almost like leveling the whole playing field. That it's like, all right, anybody can throw money at whoever. Do you have a fucking weird ass as a head coach, or like Pat Kelsey's obviously doing something right to be able to get these top rated high school recruits to be able to come.
It really does speak to, like, you look at, I mean, I feel like one day just depending on how this season goes, and I listened to a few spaces just trying to prep for this while I'm getting things set up, and like people were live talking, they're just fans talking, and like I wanted to hear their opinions, but I heard a few of them kind of like discussing the whole scenario and the things with, the money being spent, and then like, and it always, no matter what. And I always hate when people do wow, you're so obsessed with your rival. Yes, that's what makes the game fun. Like literally talking about your rival is what's fun. Like if it weren't for Kentucky, and no offense, you bums, Luther, and people like that in the comments, Anna here, Strebel, if the back and forth with that, without them, takes away half the fun for me.
No, especially in a place, and that's why we always argue that what's the better rivalry? Is it Duke UNC? Is it Kentucky Louisville? There's something
it's not
about
even a question.
It's Kentucky Louisville, especially being from Louisville, and people don't understand this. And I think this makes us great college basketball fans as well. Because I remember when I left the state for college, people were like, "How do you know so much?" And I'm like, "Iron sharpens iron." Like you have to be so big on your facts when there's such a heated rivalry. You go to school the next day. You go to 7th grade the next day after a UK U of L basketball game. You have to know what the shit you're talking about to earn any respect. So it's like it makes you better. It makes you a better fan. It makes you care more. Like. Think about a program like, I don't know, like Maryland or something who doesn't have like such an obvious rival. It's like, all right, well, maybe that set them back a little bit than having to compete and having that much pressure from fans to care year round. That's what made programs great. It's because you had to do it.
I'll tell you this, like I went to Shelby County High School. So you're right outside of Jefferson County, but like you went to Shelby County. It was a lot of Kentucky fans, but there's a lot of Louisville fans out there too. That's probably, I would say, Oldham, Bullitt, Shelby are probably the highest concentration.
I would guarantee you,
because
you're a little bit outside the city, so it's probably like cooler to do it. It's like, all right, we're like Louisville fans. It's
and that may have been kind of what I was. I've been a hipster my entire life. I was always picking against the favorite. And I see the comment here, Marcus Edelin saying, I think he meant Soforo, you should dump Kentucky and come to Louisville. I'm a Louisville fan. Cut it out. Cut the jokes. I get it. I know. Just because I hold. Just because I hold my team to a different standard doesn't make me not a Louisville fan. I am a Louisville fan.
I feel like anybody a person who has respect would respect you for that opinion. Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I appreciate it. But yeah, being out in Shelby County, I just remember it was back and forth. I would literally have to be prepared. I remember to bleep talk my teachers. Yes. It was Miss Canterbury. I remember you, Miss Canterbury. I remember you getting in my face, telling me about what was going to happen. And then that was the year that Gardner Webb that was when that happened. I remember. No, she was a sweetheart though. But
I ain't trying to talk about the damn mitochondria. I'm trying to talk about our front court.
Exactly. That's what it was. Yeah. I don't care about the history about the United States. I care about I don't need to hear about Mesopotamia today. We're talking about Mark Pope and this bum ass team.
The battle of whatever. I don't care about it. All right. I'm trying to talk about.
That's battle of. We're talking about battle of my bulge after that win, not the bulge.
That's what I was gonna say.
I knew where you're getting at. I know.
You knew I stopped. You knew I knew more history than that, and I would have come up with a real name.
But you were gonna go appropriate, and I was like, I'm gonna do inappropriate because that's more fun.
And that's all right. I think that's good. That's why we're a good team.
Exactly. So anyway, it's just overall and we can touch on this because I feel like that'll be a topic that it's so summer radio, summer whatever. The idea, the rivalries and all that. I'm sorry, I don't care about how close Duke and North Carolina are. It doesn't matter about that. That's not fun. That doesn't have the vitriol and the hate. You play too damn much. You don't have to sit in it for 365 days.
You don't have the conference hate either. I feel like that adds another layer that, you don't play multiple times a year and you can at least unite with your conference if you're Duke and North Carolina. With Kentucky and Louisville, no. It's added vitriol, added othering.
Oh, we still hate it on our own. We hate our own conference. Well, at least Louisville does. UK, we still there's a lot of.
I respect all hating. And let me make that clear.
Yeah, you know what? We've been going for about an hour now. I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out one of our sponsors. I don't know. Do you want to do this one? Do you have the notes in front of you?
I don't have. I mean, I can't. But I'll do some next time.
Okay, next time. I
just feel like you're so good at just getting them, just sliding them in,
I just want to. No, I know what you're about to say.
I didn't mean to say that either.
You're just so. Never mind. I can't. I'm gonna be in trouble. Anyway, I will. I'll slide that thing in there. Boomba's
my
Pizza.
God, Sarah's having another baby.
You can slide. We'll see. We'll see. It's the way we've been going. It's every 2.5 years. Once this one gets to 2.5, then. Then it might be time. She's only she's 9 months old right now. She's 9 months, so she's only been 9 months out. Yeah. That being said, Boomba's Pizza. You can slide on into Boomba's and enjoy the best pizza. Well, some of the best pizza in town. I have a hard time because we have multiple pizza people that we love and that support us, but some of the best pizza in town. They have pizza, beer, shareables, all of that in the Highlands, Westport Village, J-Town, Jeffersonville, and E-Town. Come hang out at Boomba's, and definitely shout out to ESPN Louisville when you go in there. They'll definitely hook you up with the best pizza, best beer, and all that. Make sure to check out Boomba's Pizza next game day, game watch, whatever you have going on.
I love how we're we've got multiple pizza people all over town. Don't worry.
Exactly. Well, it's I don't want to say, they are. I mean, I think they're all the best pizza. I think they're all amazing. I think they do great.
All pizza's the best.
Exactly. You can't. I actually do believe that. I have preferences on pizza. There's to me, it's one of those things where even though there's things I don't. Yes, I'm against the pineapple and all that kind of stuff.
Don't put that fucking shit. Or when people do ranch, it's okay, even if that tasted good to me, I have an issue respect-wise of my heritage. So don't appropriate my culture and mix it with ranch. Sorry. Don't do that.
Well, I say that and my kids are disappointing me. They will use whatever sauce they can find. Chick-fil-A sauce, whatever it is, they will dip that shit. And maybe it's just at this age they're too young to know and they'll just eat whatever. Like Nello, he's a sauce boy. He's the buttermilk and all that kind of stuff. He's a sauce boy.
Sauce boy for life.
That being said, one of the funny things I do remember when we're talking about Obinna Ekezie and what he brings to the table. I mean, there's just a lot there I want to talk about. First off, and let's see, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one up there. That's another thing that can be taken out of context. Let's see if I can get this one up for you guys tonight. But this picture right here, and I just loved because my guy Baxley had posted it out there because he played locally actually back in the day. Obinna Ekezie Jr. He was when Joe Tipton put this out there. He played for It's Raphael, even though it's Raphael. Yeah, St. Raphael. He played for St. Raphael in Louisville in the 8th grade, and
the Giants.
Well, I did have to point out. I had to say, which one is he? Which?
Yeah, I can't.
Which
maybe
one?
On the right.
Which I don't know which one he is. Can
I
somebody
wish they would have labeled that. That's hard.
I would also like to get an update. I would like to know where all those kids are today. Where are the rest of them? What are they doing? Are any of them also
playing?
Chi,
baby, honey, they in Sigma Chi. They the damn social chair, Sigma Chi.
That or they're likely. We'll see we'll see. But anyway, that's just a fun one to me. Additionally, when it comes to PK, and I see people calling me out because he likes to whatever. Tri says dunk on Pope all he wants, but Soforo does not like when Kelsey gets one over on Patino. Patino wasn't in this battle. Patino wasn't involved in this. Yes, he's getting better recruits. He is now outpacing Patino when it comes to getting the top of the top and that top quality. There's a big question mark that still remains with Pat Kelsey, and honestly, as much as people want to say
that talent.
Well, and there's gonna be that pressure on him this season, and this kind of puts him over that finish line. I'm trying to go slow with my take on this because it's kind of like how I want to wrap this one up. But you know what? We can just kind of say it this part as well. You if you're putting together a team of this quality, I mean, you're getting hyped up. I've retweeted numerous, big time accounts talking about just how Pat Kelsey's killing it, how he's doing a great job, how he's going out there and putting together the best portal class. And now with the addition of him, that you've just got all these players and all this wealth of talent now. Can he coach it? Can he coach this talent to get what he needs done? You know what? Let's just go ahead and get into it. There's part of it that I do worry about, as I'm like. And here's my question that I would posit to you, Tarullo. Should we worry? Should I worry as a Louisville fan? I know you ain't worried, but should I worry about it? You've got bigger things to worry about right now.
I wish there was something to worry about. God.
But, right? So, okay, when you look at this roster that Louisville basketball has, and I wish I had a graphic out there to go ahead and put out there, but basically, when you look at this roster, is this a championship quality roster that Louisville's put together? We can just go ahead and say the starting lineup, you got Jackson Shelstad. Again, and I say that, I've seen highlights of some of these players. Jackson Shelstad's in a lot of his season, this last season, injured. He's, one of the top point guard.
Smart of you to leave
portal guys that were,
because I think it's important.
Yeah, he's one of the top guys out there, but again, and same with Carter Knox, he's been a lot of time injured as well.
Yep.
So and that's why this edition is also interesting too. But you've got your starting lineup probably looking Shelstad, Woolley, at the 3, Carter Knox, and at the 4, Fulgueras, the player from, I don't know, you love McCollum, so maybe you've seen a little bit more of Iowa than I would have. Obviously, I've seen the highlights. I saw the game against Florida. I like what he can do. I like what he brings there. Also, I want to shout out Strebel. Strebel's the only other person who's tried to say Fulgueras' name, like throw a little. And I was like, I was shocked. I heard it on the radio, and I almost passed out because I heard him throw the little. He threw a little spice on it. And Strebel of all
people, that white boy ain't just mayo, honey.
I did it. He's got a little bit in him. He's got a little jalapeno to him. Exactly. That was good. I can pronounce something, but I can't really just roll my. No, I can't just roll it. Like I got a big ass tongue. It's a problem. I got a big ass tongue. It's just it's something I struggle with. Then at the 5, Louisville basketball having obviously Flory Badunga, who made me a little bit nervous when he put out that letter to Kansas saying that he was still testing the NBA draft waters. I've been told by most people, don't be nervous. That's just what they do because you gotta pursue it.
That gotta grow.
But I'm like, yeah, that kind of stuff makes me a little bit nervous. So that's your starting lineup. Now when you talk about having some of these other players in there, obviously you got the guy from Dayton, who I still can't remember his freaking name, but I can see him, as well as now having our guy Obinna in there. You talk about adding size when you got Flory Badunga, who's a more of an undersized center. If you can play the two of them together, then you got some dominance in the paint. So that's something that excites me. It's complete opposite of what we've had at Louisville for the last 2 years.
And it's like, I understand where you're coming from. And I'm not trying to like pump you up here, but I do think it makes you a smart fan. And it's so easy to just rivalry and be like, haha, look at all of this wealth of riches that Louisville has now. Kentucky ain't doing shit. But it's like, I think it makes you a smarter basketball fan in general to like view Kentucky of last season as a cautionary tale, and not even like haha as like a gotcha, but it's like it tells me you're thinking that as just speaking of like injuries first, leading with that stat on a player. I think that was like Mark Pope's biggest mistake. And then also it's like, okay, you also understand you could pay however you want, and tell Anna I say hi. You could get whatever you want, with these players, but doesn't mean your team's going to believe in you, or you'll be able to coach them, or they'll respect you. I don't foresee that being a problem with Pat Kelsey, because I do think his players play hard every possession. They have shown that they'll play hard for him. So I don't think it's as a catastrophe. I think it generally has to be a catastrophe to have that much talent as they had at Kentucky last season. Part of it was recruiting guys who were prone to injury. Part of it was just, having the talent who doesn't respect you enough that they won't play hard for you. And I think it's hard to fuck that up. I don't think Pat Kelsey is so messed up that he will, but I think it is something to take, like a little bit of hesitation with. I think you need to, I think that makes you a smart basketball fan to be like, all right, it's a cautionary tale to like, pay a little, pay a little mind to what just happened at Kentucky last season. It's just a cautionary tale. Just because if you spend all that money and you have a lot of talent and you look good on paper, doesn't mean that you're going to be productive, right?
There's a couple things that worry me, and I agree with you there. I guess, and I want to come back to that a little bit. The talk about the money, about really investing in this player. You saw how it kind of backfired at Kentucky, and how maybe that is residual backfiring. Yeah, Deshane Montgomery. Thank you. I don't know why I can't remember his name, but yes, Montgomery. Eventually I'll get down how my brain is going to work on these shows, because I just keep jumping from topic to topic.
This works well for us.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works great.
This is the ADHD corner.
Yeah,
if you just neurodivergent,
just shoot, just fire. They were just talking pizza a second ago, and it's not even. Yeah, they were talking about the Derby.
I don't know. What do you think about the front court? Don't dip it in ranch.
Yes, and I've seen all of you angry yelling at me about it. 25 minutes, and I'm guessing people that just catch up and restart it. Yeah, you're gonna get about 30 minutes in before we really get on topic. But hang out with us. Enjoy the evening.
Just hang out with us. We're holding you hostage. It's a hostage situation. We're like Mark Pope's recruits.
Exactly. That's what happens. And they never come back. Oh, wait, we want people to come back. Please come back. But we do. A lot of what we want to do here, too, is just more, we're hanging out, we're talking. It's less formal than the radio.
Sunday night, dude.
The formula is a little bit different. Yeah, it's Sunday night. We're just kind of, it's that fill your gap to get you into the work week or get you back into the radio week. I guess the way I kind of want to look at it, when it comes to just the money that's being put into Kentucky, we Andy, and I think we talked about it before. I can't remember. This may have been in between now and then, but Travis Branham came on and just kind of really broke down the Kentucky situation. Said there are so many things that that Mark Pope did wrong last year, and it's because all that. Oh no, it was Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker. Sorry. I don't know why I'm confusing both of them, but Kyle Tucker, now he's with 247 Sports. It was him. Kyle Tucker, I mean, he's in tune UK guy. Like, I trust his word when it comes to Kentucky. He was saying that really the problem was Kentucky went out there, Mark Pope went out and overspent for a lot of guys that weren't stars. They weren't starters. They were backup guys. Right. He went out there and got like what he viewed to be as like the best backup guys, and just poured this ungodly amount of money that other people were just not going to match. Like, Florida looked at him and said, "You're doing this for Aberdeen? Like, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind?" And
we'll get him back on a discount next year.
And well, these are all like solid players that they got, but they were not like, I remember the Jalen Lowe. Like, I know he was highly thought of, but like, I remember watching him, and Louisville beat his ass multiple times, and I was like, this is not a guy that I have a lot of respect for to lead me to any kind of prominence in the postseason.
It was so not reading the room of what
Yes.
it was like trying to be flashy and make a big show, but it was so not like emotionally or like intelligent on any level or like people intelligent, which is supposed to be Mark Pope's strong suit. So
Yeah.
I don't know what he's supposed to be good at now. Being
Part of me-
annoying.
Right. Right.
I hate him. I hate him.
We know this vitriol it's going to get worse, guys. Like a whole and we're talking about at least another year.
And then I get this. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Okay. Yeah. No, it's going to get worse. This notification that he's traveling overseas. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That we'll save that. We do have the Kentucky side of this to talk about too.
We must.
But okay, one of the issues that I have though is like when people talk about like, oh, I've seen a lot of Kentucky fans trying to set that up a little bit. You do what you can. When things aren't going well, you try to lick the sprinkles off our ice cream, as Nick Valvano likes to say, or whatever you want to say. Urinate on my leg or whatever it is. That's what they want to do. My issue with that is like these players that he's getting are like, I mean, to me, it's very clear and very evident. Like Pat Kelsey knows what he's doing when it comes to constructing a roster.
Yeah.
This time, because he's listening every step of the way. Things that, I'm not just saying just because it's what I agree and what I've said, but everything that the fan base as a whole, that, I'm stuck listening because I love to just take in sports radio. I just enjoy. I like to hear people's opinions that I disagree with, people that I agree with. Just hearing, but as a whole, I think the majority of the fan base could agree this is the way that Pat Kelsey needed to adjust his team, to go out there and get a coach.
Bad about Mark Pope last offseason.
Yeah.
Not saying it's the same thing, but
that being said,
cautionary tale.
Yes. That being said, that's something we'll keep an eye on. We'll see. Like, I mean, a little bit different to me is like Bedunga's
reminds me of those
defensive player of the year.
They used to have where they're like, "Oh my god, I can't answer the phone with this pot of chili," and they just drop the whole thing. It's like he's a very unique circumstance. Yeah.
Yes. To me, what Pat Kelsey's doing, I don't think he's leaving people shocked at the moves that he's making. Like I think it's highly respected with these players that they're getting and the ones that they're locking up, and like it's a highly contested ones too. Like going after John Blackwell, it's not guys that are just like, what the hell is that? Like what that doesn't make any sense.
That's a big baller move to have your name in that national conversation. Like with a player who ends up picking Duke. How pathetic is that to say when it used to be like Kentucky in those conversations? But
right.
I think Louisville earned an amount of respect so far in this offseason that is kind of unprecedented. I mean, like with the Pitino years and everything for sure, but like in terms of like the past few years, it's like they're really back on the radar. They're back on the scene and garnering a whole new respect. And I do think with this day and age, it starts with NIL and it starts with transfer portal and it starts with recruiting.
Yeah.
And wow, I'm very impressed that Pat Kelsey has done that, but he's also laid the groundwork of like what I'm most impressed by him is that his players want to play hard for him and they play hard for him every play. So it's like I have a little bit more confidence in him than if it's like your whole shtick was just recruiting and you don't know how he's going to coach them or if his players believe in him. And that's what it all comes down to. Who gives a shit if you can recruit? And in this day and age, they can just come for the money and don't give a shit about you. But if they actually respect you, which it's been shown that his players do, that's a good sign.
Yeah. And that's, I think that's also, you kind of touched on it too. You talk about the comparison of going against Duke, going against these teams. It's also like the most respected guys now in the game when it comes to recruiting. And Pat Kelsey went head to head. I think it was Chris CC. He tweeted out earlier today saying that Pat Kelsey went head to head with John Calipari, John Shire, and Tommy Lloyd, like three of the more highly respected guys in the portal and in recruiting, period. And he has victories against each one of them. Now you got to go out there.
Mark Pope's going head to head with people from like mid-major,
right? Or like now you're getting players that like, oh, who the hell is this player? Who the bleep is? Guy who's playing in Italy that nobody's ever heard
playing
of.
in a war zone. There's a active war happening. No wonder he doesn't have stats.
That's what's happening right now. So that's interesting to me. Obviously, the pressure is going to be, I think, regardless of what happens, and I think this is what this commitment of Obinna does for Louisville. And while it may be, something that's a little bit, I guess if you're not built for that moment, it's going to be viewed as a negative. But I think Pat Kelsey, he believes in himself. I was a naysayer for a long time. Not that kind of naysayer.
No.
Not let a naysayer know. But I was one of those naysayers. Sean, what's up, my naysayer? Buddy Shamey of Louisville. Sean, I know Sean will like that joke. He's my guy. Since the Buddy Shamey of Louisville, because we're doing. What every other program is doing is getting old. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me, because to me, I look at it and I'm just like, if it were me and I'm saying that, it's because I'm jealous. Because that was me last year. As I was like, I wish Louisville was doing this with it, and then they come out.
Self-aware king.
Well, they beat the brakes off of Purdue to start, and there's a lot of fake juice. I get it. It was fake juice. I'm not going to buy into exhibition games anymore.
Thing that ever happened all fucking season.
I will say, right. It was crazy. But I was like, oh shit, Kentucky's going to win a title. They just won a title. It's like literally how I felt walking away from that game. I was like, Kentucky just won a title. Yeah, they're going to win it. And then thank God for Georgetown coming in and bringing them back down to earth.
Georgetown.
Right. But again, one thing that's going to be fun, November rolls around, and Louisville's going to be playing Kansas, which is going to be fun because obviously haven't been doing good there. But then having to go against Tyron Stokes, who...
my God.
Yeah. And y'all got to take him on too. I think Kansas is on your all's. That's your regular season matchup, right? In the what's that? What do y'all play in the
Champions Classic?
Yeah, Champions Classic. Yeah. I forget because we're peasants and we don't get to do that.
It's like, honestly, I'm not even worried or butthurt about that kid at all. And it's not just being butthurt. It's like, okay, he didn't choose us right away. It's like, okay. Anybody who is milking that much for attention, and you obviously don't have great people around you. Yeah. And I'm not saying I think the kid's going to be a total bust, but it's especially who was the kid for Kansas who didn't want to play half the damn time last season. It's all right, fine, keep him. I'm done with the
Darren
distraction.
Peterson. Yeah.
Yes. Would Anna still fire Pope if the only coach they could hire to replace him is Pat Kelsey? In a heartbeat. Yeah. In a fucking heart. If I had one wish on my birthday cake, it would be okay, replace him. Let's do a switcheroo.
There was a point in time last season where she was making goo eyes at Pat Kelsey.
Yeah, he's tough and he's short, but he's tough. I don't care.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got that Chihuahua in him. He does. He's got that. Yeah.
But he understands that. We both do.
You gonna put those glasses on? Do you have those glasses around?
Yes, I still have them, but I mean,
do you put them on? Or it might be time for you to put them on.
Easily accessible, and I'm not, and I will never wear red. I will never wear red.
They're not red. The glasses aren't red.
I know the glasses aren't, but
for all the people that are trying to, there are a lot of people that I've seen trying to convince you to wear red, and yeah,
I can be pissed. No, but this is why I respect you, and this is why people don't understand us. Is part of being a true fan is wanting the fucking best for your program, and that means being able to be honest about where your coach is, and that you just like him, and that it's not up to standard. Okay?
Well, and regardless,
that's part of it.
Yeah, and there are steps of things that have to happen to make your program better. And sometimes it's your team going down the drain, which again, we look back in retrospect and I'm looking at Louisville basketball. And now I'm saying, I can't believe it, but thank God Kenny Payne was as bad as he was, because otherwise they could be making excuses like what's going to happen with Mark Pope. Well, he's not that bad. And I just watched literally right before I got on here, guy breaking down the portal season. It's a UK guy. I can't remember what his name is, but breaking down the Louisville dominating the portal, but then went in there to compare coaches and talking about Mark Pope and being like, well, Mark Pope has 13 of these big time wins, and I get it. Mark Pope beat Tennessee and Arkansas last year, who Louisville didn't beat.
Tennessee, who's never even been in a Final fucking Four. I don't care.
Right, and it's all these these arguments, and I'm like, buddy, you are and I get it, because those wins I did say they kind of shocked me, but even in that circumstance, I don't feel good about the trajectory of where UK can go. No. With Mark Pope, even with those wins, it just feels more like he got lucky.
That cheap dopamine hit of that. It's have more pride in your program that isn't the standard. Also, I'm going to plug in my charger, by the way.
Okay.
I almost made it through a whole show with no technical difficulties.
That was good. She almost did it. Anyway, I can go ahead and continue with my take while you're doing that then. The one question, the real big question I have for Louisville basketball right now, and let me know, guys, in the chat if you agree with this. My concern is, sadly or not, or oddly enough, a lack of outside shooting, outside offensive firepower. my question is, who's going to be that guy? Is it going to be an Adrian Woolley? Is he going to be the guy that's going to be shooting at that clip? Now that, because I mean, we saw a couple instances where Michael Brown was out and he kind of just took over that role. Well, we saw a lot of instances when Michael Brown was out, but when he took over that role for Louisville, I don't know how much he was really shooting from outside. You don't have, unfortunately, that fell through with the 5-5 where Louisville can't go back to the Ryan Conwell. If you could bring Ryan Conwell back, like I was hoping was going to happen, then it completely changes things for me. Because then I'm like, okay, we have the pieces. We have every piece that I could kind of ask for right now. Instead, there's, to me, and I don't know what Pat Kelsey's feeling is if this wraps up the recruiting, because I know they want to keep it to a bit of a smaller, 7-8 whatever man rotation. Or is there another guy you go out there to say like, hey, that's a big time shooter, let's get him, because that's the last piece that it really feels like to me that Louisville needs.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Especially with the Conwell thing. It's like he was just such a proven gamer, and you could really trust him in any circumstance with a game on the line. I think that is a very interesting point of who has even the personality, not even necessarily like position wise, but like who has the leadership to replace him. Yeah.
Well, and there's also like certain people to me that like the straight talent, whatever stuff can be overcome by like, I don't know. It's kind of like the feel good story of like Ryan Conwell loves Louisville. There's certain guys that are just like, you know what I mean? They care that much that sometimes it's so cheesy. I kind of want to throw it myself, but like they have Rudy. Yes. But like that heart for their program, for their team, that they'll play through it. So I'm like, I'd rather go with that guy than and I love Derek Character. I actually really do, even though he didn't work out. But like a guy like Derek Character who doesn't give a shit, and he's gonna keep eating donuts, and he's got the talent, but he ain't doing stuff to look after himself. I know, right? Yeah, he's one of those guys that to me, I still am sad that didn't work out. I love
every time you go to a Krispy Kreme, it just runs through your mind.
It does. It reminds me. It just thinks about
what could have been.
Just Rick putting him on that treadmill. Some interesting parts of me, and I guess kind of the last, not the last bit of Louisville, because there's, this whole time we've had intermingling between Kentucky and Louisville the entire conversation. So there will be, as we get into the Kentucky stuff too, it will be heavy on early, because we still have to, and I promise this will probably be the last time that we try to talk about Tyron Stokes again, but there is some conversation to be had there. Guys, do me a favor, just saw a couple people do it. Smash the freaking like button, hit the subscribe button, and join us on the YouTube channel if you're not watching there. We honestly have so many different ways to watch this now: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We're trying to make it work. I don't know. I may just give up on Instagram. It's showing on the thing, but then when I went on my phone,
we aren't baddies, but we're trying so hard.
We are trying to be. We want to be. It feels like it doesn't feel like Instagram's the one that I should be like. It doesn't matter because people are there just for like bitches shaking ass and not
asses.
It's not
pay attention to us.
Not me, not my D cups. Anyway, we have it here. But one of the things I look at, we talked about this earlier, Lil, we touched on it. Pat Kelsey now having 2 top 10 high school recruits that are committing. And meanwhile, right now, Mark Pope in Kentucky are still waiting on a top 10 recruit in his tenure at Kentucky, which is, talk about just an entirely different world than the waters that you're used to swimming in. But one thing that I did want to touch on, and something that's been out there floating around, and when I play this sound, it's not really like a shot at my guy. We love Jeff Lightsey. He's been a big part of ESPN Louisville. He's done stuff with Strebel in his show. He still comes on every once in a while and does things with us. So I just want to make it very clear that I disagree with the take, but this is not a personal thing. I don't like when some of that stuff happens, and So I just want to make sure that's clear. But Jeff Lightsey had this message to Louisville fans back in March, and this is when all that stuff and that drama was going on with Michael Brown Jr. And this is what he had to say at that time.
What I will say, Card Nation, is that be careful what you put online, because all of these, if you want more top prospects, and maybe you don't, some of you are kind of sick about what took place this season with the injuries and the miscommunication from Pat Kelsey and all this different stuff. But I will say just heed a warning, Card Nation. Be careful what you post online about the Brown family because other recruits are watching. That's all I'm gonna say. Be careful what you post online about the Brown family, and let's not be nasty towards the Brown family. That's insensitive. He's injured. He has a back injury. Some of you may think whatever you think, but just be careful because other recruits, other players that you would like playing for your team will be watching. My name is Jeff Lightsey Jr. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.
He didn't have a fucking back injury. Let's just get that out of the way.
I have such a hot take fucking response to that. It's
the
like,
floor is yours.
If you're not fucking man enough to take a little bit of fucking criticism for playing for a top program, then you don't deserve to be there, and you are not the type of player who will thrive there because it's going to happen everywhere. And here's what one thing I always respected Calipari for, and like Will Stein says something similar. It's like, all right, no crying from the yacht. Like and here's how I felt like in TV. People be like, well, didn't it hurt your feelings? Like if people would say mean things, they message you mean things, and talk about how you look, whatever. I'm like, dog, they're watching. Like that's part of like, man, you have a cool ass job that they even fucking know who you are. It shouldn't hurt your feelings. You're not even a real person to them. You're a little like avatar. And if you are not emotionally like mature enough to be able to compartmentalize that, we get too weak with it. We get too soft with it. I mean, like maybe there shouldn't be like horrific, like abusive things said online, but like that's also part of being a top player. And if you're not able to do that, all right, good luck in the fucking NBA, my guy. If that's where you want to go, how about learn early? How about like toughening up your skin to being like, maybe this could be a great training ground, like with all the pressure. Can I perform under that pressure and just shake off everything that people say about me and be able to play my own game? It's like, when do we become so soft? Like it's sick, like me to throw up. And like they said the same, this isn't on Lightsey. I mean, they said the same thing in Kentucky. It's like, you're like making all the recruits run away and you're making them really sad. It's like, I'm sorry, I thought this was college sports. I thought this was Division I men's basketball. I don't know. Like, how come you have to have thick skin if you can even cover it? But now it's like we have to coddle everybody. And it's like, all right, you did a really good job when you missed 12 rebounds in a row, Malachi Moreno. I'm really proud of you. Not me. And I ain't ever going to say that. You can grow up and be good at what if you are getting paid that much money and you are a millionaire, you could take a little heat. And it's called real life. And listen, there's people all over the world who have to grow up young. And if you're 18 years old, you're a damn millionaire, you can grow up too. And it's not the worst thing that's ever going to happen to you. It's probably going to be good for you.
Yeah, I thank you. And I do appreciate you saying that because it's like, to me, it's just, it bothers me. Because, like, really, it is just so soft. It's just, we talk about how tough, growing up, it's like, you gotta play tough, you gotta do all these things. And then just people saying something mean about me. And so much that bothered me was like Michael Brown. And here's the thing, and I see people in here, let's say a couple of people say, I love Michael, it's all good. It is what it is, and he helps us smash Kentucky, so I'm cool. Like, and I do kind of agree with that, a part of that as well. I don't hold ill will against him. It really, a lot of it has to do with the dad. It has to do with all the people that were getting pissy and whiny. And then, no offense, like the sentiment of like, watch what you say about these players. I'm sorry. And I'm maybe I'm an asshole.
Not when they're asking people to donate for their own fucking salary. Get the fuck out of my face with fucking that. Who is your daddy? It's my bank account. So why don't you play?
But you're going to be making so much more money, like more money that I'm gonna make in how many years that I have to make just for for one. I mean, heck, how many games did he play in the end? You know what I mean? That kind of bothers me. But like, if you can't take the criticism, I know I said, and I was in my emotions and my feelings, and I said that Isaac McNeely, leave him in North Carolina. Don't take the jersey off him, and I never want to see him play in a Louisville basketball jersey ever again. I'm sorry, you're making enough money that stuff shouldn't bother you. That's just, you should move on. Like, I'm sorry, if we're going to worry about feelings and emotions and professional sports, that's insanity to me. Like, grow up, get over it.
I agree. And it's like, we want to coddle these people. They've been coddled enough throughout their whole lives. And it's just like, don't ask me for money, and then I get no say in the value that you're bringing to the money that I gave you. Like, that's very fucking strange to me. And I just don't like the whole, you don't think they have big enough ego? Like, then you've never been around like a top athlete then, if you don't think they have big enough egos and are spoiled brats enough. I don't think they need any more coddling.
Well, and absolutely. And that's one of my biggest parts too, is like, it's so much, it's just Michael Brown's, like, the every way that it was handled was absolutely poor. It's his dad going at fans, going at people, and just the way that he handled it. He continues to take shots, and Mark, Diener and Blake had his shot at Michael Brown Jr.'s dad. It's like 2 minutes long, so it's too long. I'm not going to play it right now, but it's funny. I put out a reel about it. You can watch it. I know a lot of people getting their feelings and emotions about them because I don't know, something about Blank, I guess. And like you said, if you don't know Blank, he's one of the best people you'll ever meet in your entire life.
If you don't know Blank, you hate him, but the second you meet Blank, I'm like, that's actually one of my favorite people I've ever met in my whole entire life. I love that man down.
Yeah, he is one of the best people you ever meet. But the thing is like, this is evidence. What we have here right now is evidence that all that shit is false. It's not true. Yeah. It's a lie. You're not going to get 5-star players because of this. No, because the check still cashes. Yeah. Like you Louisville basketball. Out of all the dirt that Louisville basketball has been run through, and the Kenny Payne and the stuff following Rick Pitino and the Chris Mack and all the nonsense, Neely Bendapudi and all this kind of bull crap, whatever it is, there's still enough cachet to the Louisville basketball brand that Pat Kelsey can go out there, drop a bag, and now we do see the evidence now. It ain't just bags that bring players in. It's also the coach. It's also the guys out there that have to prove to you that I'm going to get you where you want to be, but also that I'm going to put together a roster that's going to have a chance to compete for a title. Because I don't care what you want to say, the players that do want to play out there, guys like Ryan Conwell that have the heart want to do it, they want to go out there, they want to go win national titles, and it matters to them. Michael Brown Jr.
Thank you.
My biggest problem with him, and while I still, if it were me personally, and this is me backtracking a little bit, but like when he was playing against NC State and he tied the record for points scored, and they didn't let him have it, I would have let him have it. Because I'm saying, if you can put together that many points in a game, I don't care. Like, I would let him have it. Even if he goes back and now you're going to look at him a certain way, whatever. I hope that Michael Brown, I think he's going to be, one of the top players in the draft. I hope good things for him. I just wish that he would have given a damn when he played for the only team that I give a shit about. When it comes to, go ahead. No, sorry.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
I'll kind of filibuster, so I'm trying not to go too long. But like when it comes to Michael Brown Jr., my biggest issue was like, that's cool. You have to care about the NBA and all that. We're paying so much money to these players now. If you're a Michael Brown Jr., if you're this Obinna kid, if you are Flory Badunga, who's making $6 million or whatever it is that they're getting paid, at this point, you're getting paid more money than most people will make going into the NBA. Michael Brown Jr. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You're making so much money playing at this level.
With no expectations, you little spoiled brat. Like, why am I a boomer dad? Like, at heart, I am a boomer dad. I'm like, you need to work harder and not complain. That's
do you remember, like, when, we all kind of know it to be true, but like, Anthony Davis made $200K and we acted like, oh my God, $200,000 for Anthony Davis. And like, what would he get paid now? Title? Yeah, what would he get paid now? Yeah, can you imagine the amount of money
it's sickening to me. It's like almost, and I don't want to get too like ethereal with it, but it's almost like the state of a country as a whole. It's like, why aren't we raising men anymore? Like everyone's just expected to be given things and then not have any criticism of them. I don't know what makes you a man or like a good woman or like a strong person in general. It's like, all right, if you want all the privileges, it starts with the responsibility of being able to be held accountable to what you're holding in your hands and what you're getting paid for and what is under your like tutelage there, right? Are you doing everything you can? There's people spending a lot of money and investing in you. Why don't you feel bad? Like a really good person would feel bad that they don't deliver, much less milk an injury where they can sit. Like, I just don't like culture in general right now. I just don't think it's going in a good place.
It feels, and this goes, and I'm not, like I said, I didn't play the sound because it's just too long, but like Blank talking about like these over-involved parents, like, and parents should be involved with their kids, but like, it's his meal.
Ego.
It's Michael Brown Jr.'s dad's meal ticket kind of thing. And I understand he's involved in basketball and other stuff too.
Everything that's wrong.
And like, it's great. Yes, I understand you want to get the most money you can, but like, you're right now to be good on your contract playing for Louisville when you were maybe not feeling at your best. So again, I don't believe he was ever really injured. I'm sorry. Again, I know so many people came at me about the back injury thing. He's doing fine now. He's absolutely fine. His happy ass was down in Florida as soon as the season wrapped, and we'll never see him again. Or maybe, who knows? We'll see if that ever happens. But That's where I have the issue of you got paid so much money. And what's it worth?
Okay, if you're trying to hold out for the money because you get paid a lot in the NBA and it's like a life-changing thing for your family, I mean, that makes it a little bit more. You're getting paid more money than most people will ever see in their fucking lifetime. I just don't think we're creating good human beings. We're creating demigods by that.
Yes.
I don't like that.
You're getting paid. You're getting paid like you should be playing in NCAA tournament finals, like in the championship game. Like you're getting that kind of money.
Out of control.
And the fact that you
out of control.
Yeah, and it's also like I don't know. Like to me, if I don't care about the back injury or whatever. The fact that he wouldn't play says more to me as somebody who's going out there and drafting. If I'm a GM or if I'm whoever, I'd be like, well, okay, what was holding him back? So like,
what are the character issues? We talk about it so much in the NFL draft. How about the NBA? What the fuck is your character issue that you can't go there and be for your team? And what the fuck is with your daddy on Twitter? That's pathetic. Are you a little boy that your daddy has to come do? Like, I don't know. I have no patience for it. And I think it's a horrible reflection and a horrible forecast of how our society is as a whole, and just the ego involved in the usury and how we want to use everybody. And it's just sickening to me. And I just don't see an end to it anytime soon either, because we're just set up culturally, even like our government is set up to just reward that and to reward it just to use. And I don't like it. And I don't think it's going to change.
No, it absolutely isn't. But I mean, it's also just like, if I'm the guy, if we're interviewing Michael Brown Jr. and we're saying like, why should I draft you? And it's just like, okay, hey,
he would never agree to an interview with that.
right. But I'm like, you were injured for all these games. You missed that at the end. You didn't come back and play. In one of those moments, in the peak moments that people dream of, like growing up as kids, of just playing in the NCAA tournament, setting foot on one of those courts and having one of those moments. So why didn't you play? Well, my back was injured. I was hurt. I couldn't come back. Okay, so how do I know that you're going to be healthy? How do I know that your back's going to work now? Why is your back fine? Are you just going to tell me now it's fine? So either you're a liar or your back's, or your back is a serious problem and an issue that we need to look at long term.
Right.
So, and that's, I'm interested to see how that works out.
Like Scottie Pippen and like Dennis Rodman, like all those guys came from these tiny ass schools. Like it's just so different than what it used to be in the ways that you could like the development of where the college game should be. And now it's just, they're treated better than like Michael Jordan was in his rookie year. And it's like, you didn't work for that. You didn't okay, maybe you worked for that. You didn't deliver on that. And life isn't even about how hard you work. It's about being realistic about what you're bringing to the table and how profitable that is and how valuable it is. And nobody's learning that lesson. Yeah.
Michael won a gold medal. He robbed out of the MVP. He's a competitor. Well, I'm glad he showed up for that. He showed up for that.
Robbed of it. We were robbed of the millions of dollars he got paid when he sat out.
Yeah, and I love this because like she's got this energy for Louisville. She's a U of L fan. You don't realize this. She's becoming a card.
I'm a truth speaker, and you know it.
Yeah, my dad would let me make my own decisions of that with what didn't happen in that. If that's what didn't happen in this case, things are different in some families. Some of the control issue is something that people do need to see. Like, and that's I would be interested.
It's right or wrong, even if it's different. There is right and wrong.
That is the space that I do want to leave a little bit of grace for Michael. Is if 10 years from now, whatever, maybe he comes back to Louisville, he visits, and like if it were sometimes these things come out, they probably never would come out, but just to be this is like in a 30 for 30 or something, and be like, why didn't you play or whatever? And it's just like my dad said, like he put his foot down, and like there are people that people have that fear of their those relationships, and like people they control them, and that's I would be interested. I would be interested to see if that's what happened.
But I think we do go too far with like the empathy route, where it's like we don't know what's behind the scenes. It's like at the end of the day, you were paid for a product you didn't deliver. And in the real world, in the business world, when you're not a coddled little superstar, you're that's going to be an issue. So why do you get a free pass when no one else on earth would get a free pass? I hate that shit. I don't like it.
Yep. We only paid him $1 million according to several publications, or what is? I don't believe.
Oh, that. That's so sad. He only got $1 million. He only got $1 million.
I don't buy that for 1 second. No part of me believes that he only made $1 million while at the university.
I wish I only made $1 million. I mean, pray to only make $1 million. Thank you.
There was talk out there
and sit on the bench.
Right. Well, and there was also conversation of like, did he ask for more money each scenario. Like with the first time he got hurt and then he came back for a bit and then he was gone again. Like, was each time a break and then asking him to come back to the table? Hey, I need this much more money now. For this to work out, I need that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Guys, do me a favor. If you're still in here, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all you guys for hanging out and just hanging out, chatting, talking about this. And Andy brought this up plenty on Twitter, and this is the last little bit of this part that I just want to touch on. But yeah, it was very important to me. Like, so much for the no more 5-star kids who want to play for Louisville again after the admonishment, for Michael Brown Jr., his family, and all that stuff. And again, also so much for the fans that came to the table and said, I don't want to go after these top 10 kids anymore. Like, y'all are going to have to come back in the fold as well. Like, you may be tired of it too. You got a top 10 kid again. Like, Pat Kelsey is doing this, and this is kind of like, it is a bit of the cherry on top that is like getting me excited. Is like when you're able to get in one of these. This is one of those pieces where we talked about too with Tyron Stokes, that if I had a Tyron Stokes, I think I said it last week, you give me this roster that Louisville's put together, and then you also go out there and bring in a Tyron Stokes, and I'm like, let's go. That's a national championship kind of level team. Mm-hmm. He's not the number one player in the class, but he's right up there with that level of talent. At least that's what he's a center, and he's, I'm watching his game and watching his play gets me excited for that. Should I be feeling the same way? Should I be feeling and putting that pressure of like, it's got to be, okay, anytime that we come here and say it's a championship or bust, we know how hard it is to win a national title. Right. We know it's, I've experienced it one time in my lifetime since I've been born.
Especially in college hoops. It's way harder.
You've experienced it a couple times, and it was a different kind of game.
Yeah. 3 times since I've been born. I wish it were more.
Crazy.
But yeah.
Right. But it could be
3 times, and none with Velcro. None with Velcro.
It'll come back. It'll be fun. It'll come back. Anyway, that being said, it'll be back. I ain't worried about that. It's until they pay me my money back for going to every single one of those games and traveling and the hotels and stuff. It fucking happens.
It's real to you. It really happened.
It is real. No, it's not real to me. It's real. It's not real to me. It's real. Okay. Oh, this was the part that I did have. All the money's being put out there. We talked about the people talking about Louisville, talking about how much they're spending, and now Kentucky fans are trying to twist that and say they're overspending for these players, whatever. That's fine. With the new look staff, PK's really changing everything.
Wait, Kentucky fans are trying to say that Louisville is overspending?
They're saying that we're doing what you all did.
Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, maybe it would work if you had a coach. That's the thing that pisses me off. It's like the lack of self-awareness. It's like, all right, maybe it would have worked if you didn't have an idiot in charge. So I don't want to hear that.
No, I tend to agree with that. But I guess the question I have now is Louisville risking turning into a Mark Pope offseason? If this falls apart, do you see Pat Kelsey in Louisville potentially being in the same situation that Mark Pope is in right now, where it's like, and part of me wonders too as well, is Mark Pope, is it just he is so off-putting for these people that when they go in and he's trying to recruit them, he's trying to get these commitments, and they're just like, this dude is so fucking weird, I am not going to go play basketball for this guy? Or is it they spent all that money last season, and now Kentucky's just not, like, the donors, the Crafts, whoever it is, are just not willing to, because I believe they are willing to, the same amount of money or more at this point.
Or you wouldn't be in the conversation for Stokes, right? Like, I don't think that's ever going to be the case, just because it is Kentucky basketball, but, like, he must be doing some weird-ass fucking shit. He must be doing some weird-ass shit that even, like, the money isn't, like, swaying these people. Yeah. I don't know. I think that says so much. And I would just really love to sit down with his former teammates to be able to be like, is he weird as shit? Or like, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? But I think, is Louisville in danger of that? I will say the evidence so far tells me no, because I feel like you've seen a wide array of different players play hard for Pat Kelsey. He's never had an issue with his players going hard for him and loving to play for him. He's like a player's coach, right? Like, he's scrappy. There's something really believable. He's swaggy. Like, there's something a little bit believable in him. Don't tell Struble I said that. But he does have a swag about him. He's not soft, and he's not like really an excuse maker. It's like, I don't know. Like, I think that part is proven, but anything can happen. I think that's what's scary, is that anything can happen. You know, it could be a disaster, but that's not a reason to not go do it. Just because Kentucky, your rival, sucked at it because they might have a dumbass as a head coach. Why would you take that as your cautionary tale to not go try to be better at their game than they were and spend that much money and have the most expensive class and maybe go win a national championship with it? Why the hell? That's just butthurt shit from Kentucky fans. It's being like, well, you shouldn't do it because we sucked at it. It's like, no, like, get off your high horse. You need to be self-aware that you have an idiot in charge, and that needs to be fixed. It's not the money you spent or the recruits. And people are like, all right, wait, like, let's get him back for another year. Like, well, I would love that. It's like he was rolling his eyes in every press conference. It's like nothing good. There's no changes you can make until he's gone. It's like the end of a relationship, and it's like, we could try to put a Band-Aid on it, but we both know we just need to break up and we don't like each other. And
this isn't working
going anywhere. That's what it feels like. This is not working out. And it's like a joke unless you've been through that and you really know. And it's like, listen, you just got to cut the ties.
Yeah, absolutely. Old School says Pat is doing what Michigan coach did last year. Oh, there's a line of that. We're hoping, but we'll see. That's a you know,
that's a big shoes to fill.
It is big, especially just because we all Louisville fans were doing what could have been, and I know Pat Kelsey heard that, he saw it.
Kentucky fans were too, in like a very scary way.
Yeah. Oh, WTF, did you need that bad that the program couldn't get out of the city? What? Did you need that bad? I think I missed something. Pull up Shoddy. You let me know what you're trying to say there.
Pull up Shoddy. Let us know.
I do love the name though. Mark Pope moans while hugging. Okay, it's possible. Nothing would surprise me at this point. There's a difference between the two classes. We got top end talent. They paid for backups. Oh my God. I do tend to agree with that. I do think, and again, I mean, it is to be said. Like, we'll see in the end, especially just because you could make some arguments with guys like Carter Knox and Shellstad is one I tend to believe him a little bit more in, but Carter Knox is one that a lot of people could say, is he top tier talent? If he plays like he did his freshman year, maybe. But if he plays like he did after he was injured coming back, I don't know. But I do think that, especially when you look at a guy like Flory Badunga, that's definitely a player that is he was Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. So like That's hard to argue against that.
Mm-hmm. I'm still laughing at Mark Pope moans while hugging Ricker. That's one of the funniest things I've ever read.
Cardinal, she said hi. You asked her to say hi. She said hi. Hi, bro.
I said hello, hi.
Hi.
Thank you for saying hi, but I can get too. This isn't like the text line at the station where I get shielded from. That doesn't mean you have a free for all to send bad things, but I say hi back to you, Cardinal C8P.
Yeah, there's a good chance she sees all the bad ones that comes through, but I'm not highlighting them. All you creeps and all you weirdos.
Can you delete them? Do you ever delete them before I see it?
I can. I mean, if you see them in your app, you can scroll through them on your app, right? Or do you not see them?
No, I don't have it. I just see it like on the, like it just comes across the thing. But
you mean just when I post it? Oh, when I post it up on the thing. So there's a lot more. There's a lot more. Oh, sorry. Okay, so they left is what Cardinal says. I love that she gets to join the show. We love you, and I love you also. They said they didn't see it the first time.
I'm laughing my ass off because I thought those were the only comments we were getting.
No, we've got 231. Like we have a lot more. I just can't post every single one. I think
that's good. I like our setup right now.
Yeah, and if you guys want, like I said, we'll try to touch on some more. But basically, yeah, I highlight the ones that catch my eye. There are quite a bit, so it is hard to kind of keep all.
I'm gonna let you be the gatekeeper. I'm gonna let you be the bouncer.
Oh no, okay. So you know, and I'm calling all you creeps out right now. Anna gets a lot worse. There's a lot of worse stuff that is said.
Today, I was honestly like, people are being really good.
Not today. Today, nobody said anything inappropriate. Let me make sure. There's some creeps. Facebook gets a lot of creeps. You guys are creepy. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow, Zuckerberg.
There are a few, but so far. Today's been a good day. I'm not seeing a lot of creeps in the chat. So
was a good day.
Thanks guys for not being creepy to Anna. I figured Anna was just ignoring me. No, it's me. It's my fault. I may have not seen every message, and I apologize.
Legitimately, I was like, man, these guys are nice. It's because we got someone in charge.
We get a lot more comments than pop up. It's just I have to physically put them up there. I wish there was a way that they could pop through, but then the problem is the bad ones that we don't want up there will go up there if I don't. So
we would be in a federal lawsuit.
We would. Pull up shotties. I'm saying U of L has resources. What did Brown need so bad to hold the team hostage? U of L boosters have enough to keep you satisfied. I do think that, there's truth to what you're saying where there should have been enough money to keep him happy, but I don't think it was that. I think it was they got their money and Papa didn't want him playing anymore. Papa wanted to keep him safe.
You can't.
So that way his money train or whatever you want to call him, his cash cow would make sure to make him money for a long time into the future. They already cashed the checks. So what do they have to play for? You know what I mean?
Well, listen, you can't satisfy greed. Like, if you're greedy, it's never going to just diminish. You're only going to get greedier unless you work on that. So, I don't know. And the whole excuse is bullshit to me. I understand if you never made a penny and you're like, all right, I can make life-changing money for my family. How about the fucking money you're making, the millions you're making right now in college? Put that aside for your family if that's your main intent. Or are you just greedy? Yeah. It's such a slippery slope, as with everything in life. It's like, get a little bit started on that type of that bad kind of lens to view everything or to approach anything, any deal or whatever. You're only going to get more greedy. That's just the way of the world. Like, study anything and it tells you that. It's not going to erase on its own or backtrack.
Absolutely. Old School says, can Anna not see the comments? Thought she could see comments on her screen. She sees, this is weird. This sounds creepy. She sees what I allow her to see. No, I love that shit. Which is honestly probably the best thing, honestly. I said,
I appreciate that. Listen.
Some of y'all need mother figures in your life. Like somebody that would my mom
didn't hurt you.
Would she approve of me talking to a woman like this in public? And if it's no, if you don't have a mom, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Listen, people hate on men all the time, but I'm like, I am grateful that there is a parameter in place that I don't have to see some things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're appreciative of that. We like that. What do you think, short of Mark Pope winning a title, will get Anna back on board with his tenure?
Let's say this.
Maybe if he has a lobotomy and his whole personality changes. I don't know.
She really hates him right now. But here's the thing. I think overall, if you just look at the end of the season, if you just look at where they got to, and it's like what they won one game it was one game in the postseason and then lost in the second round. Did they win two? That was last year they went to the Sweet 16, right?
Yeah,
I think Louisville and Kentucky both won one and lost one. That's what it was.
Is it horrific that I don't remember? Yeah,
right. It's easy to check out of those kind of things.
Yeah,
I've had so many people talk about how bad Cal was. He hadn't won. Moved on and made it to the second weekend in how long? Mark Pope made it to the second weekend first season he's here.
Right.
If Mark Pope has another lackluster season where you've had two seasons where throughout the season a lot of people forget that the first season that he lost by 30 points to Alabama, and I remember those games. There were a lot of those games similar to losing by 30 to Gonzaga in those games. But if you make it to the Sweet 16, it kind of makes you forget a little bit of that. Same with Louisville.
It shouldn't. If you have a brain cell, it shouldn't, because the problems are more foundational. It's not just okay, you lost a close one to Gonzaga. It's you lost by 30 or whatever, and then in the NCAA tournament, opposing teams were saying we knew they're P words and they're going to quit. It's a bigger deal to me.
Sorry, no cough button. Well, I look totally different at the 2012 Louisville basketball season. They made a Final Four that year. And that season was shit. The regular season was not good. I remember they lost to South Florida, and it was just. I remember Rick got in front of the camera or the mic and said, "Now I know what I've got." And we're like, "Fuck you, do." No, you don't. And then he did.
Aaron Harrison year, 2014. You're fuck off. It's not gonna be a dream season. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of things. Yeah, that kind of run too. It's just like that. That does make things better. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate if UK finishes that one with a title. Then it's totally different. Then losing you had with that 2014 season for UK, you had that whole run, which was like, oh, that's great. But then you made it to the championship game and lost to the team that got blasted by Louisville by 30 points 3 times in a row. You know what I mean? Like that's the little bit more of a bigger hit, even though you made it to the championship game.
And it's like with Calipari, at least there was a respect that it's like you could turn it around at any time, but it was also the reason why fans wanted him gone. Any fan with a fucking brain cell, because it's like, I don't want to have to think you could turn it on at any time. If you have that talent, they are obviously not respecting you enough and playing hard enough that you are that good from the beginning, right? Like think about it like a Dan Hurley coach team. But with Pope, it's just like the foundational issues are so different. It's like he can't even get the fucking talent that would be able to turn it on and make a run. It's like you are so quickly eroding to anything that could be successful for you. It's just different. And if you are in denial and you're not arguing in good faith, if you want to compare it, and there's something like I'm a boomer dad. Like I cannot stand the weakness. It's like if he wants to go in there with all these fake ass stats, with all these cherry pick stats, well, look at Calipari's last 4 years compared to like my like first 3 or 4. It's like, no, if you want to be mediocre and accept weakness, then I don't respect you. It's a respect thing that I do not have for him at all.
Absolutely.
And neither do the players. And it's like that's the most embarrassing thing that could happen. It's in the details. Like all of the good coaching is in the details and how hard your players play for you. And that's the same thing going back to Pat Kelsey is where I'm just like, I feel like he would never have like the extent of a disaster that Mark Pope did. And what we're seeing with Mark Pope from a foundational level, I don't even care if you do make a run, if it's just by pure luck.
Yeah.
I just don't think in this day and age, if you're Kentucky, that's not what you need to build your program on. It's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing to like accept such a subpar product. And why don't more people feel that way?
It's funny. It shocks me. Just the level of like these fan bases. These are proud, established fan bases. And I don't know if it's like, you know, okay, this is the nerdy part of me, like where I go to like Star Wars and stuff like that, where I'm like, there are the normies that they call it. They're like the diehards, and like the when it comes to nerdy stuff, like I like everything. I like sports. I like nerdy crap. I like, you know, every.
Remember when I asked
culture, history.
What the Force was? I was like, what
oh yes,
get out of here now.
That hurt me. That hurt me a lot. I was like, come on, like your dad has done amazing work. Has your dad not seen Star Wars?
No, I think that's why.
He hasn't seen Star Wars. That's like a cultural. It's kind of like one of those.
Family. We're like a violent crime movie family.
See, it's okay. Well, see, I like everything. If it's quality, I also like. I was 6 years old when they re-released them, so like my twin brother and I were all about it. But like it's one of those things where like, okay, in that terminology, you would say there's the sweaties, which is like the nerdy, sweaty people that like, you know, and stuff like that, and then there's the normies, which is like normal people that are just like, I like it, it's fun, but I'm not getting. I don't know that his birthday was 1943 in the year of yabbing bullshit.
I'm a sweaty, okay?
You know,
like I do know that.
No, you are. So you and I are also nerds. We're sweaties about basketball and football. Does that make sense?
Emotionally normies.
Okay, so you understand what I'm saying then. That's what I was trying to get out there. So if these fan bases are full of normies that are just like, well, it's okay. They're kids. They're trying hard. And it's like, the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not.
They're trying hard at fucking UConn and Kansas? Yeah, like they are, okay?
Yeah.
For sure. But
so
like,
you understand. Yeah, I'm glad.
We can do it, but we can't.
I'm glad I got to teach you what. I'm glad that we can call you a sweaty now when it comes to this.
Now, what is a lightsaber?
Dear Lord. You know what a lightsaber, right? Please.
And Nick came in.
With his.
And it was like Nick and Shannon, and I was like, all right, this is a lot for me, my guys. This is a lot for me.
It's good. It's good. I see. I get way too into it. There's a game anyway. We don't need to hear about it anyway. This is a sports channel. I promise. There's other stuff. If Phil Baker were here, Mark Lieberman, the biggest nerd I know, and I love it. He is. No. That's his life. Like Star Wars, we got down and he and I would debate. Like he thinks that one show is good. I'm like, dude, that's horseshit. That show sucks. And like his reasoning and all that. No, Lieberman is the biggest nerd.
I bet he watches it with his little lady, his cute little daughter.
He does. I'm just at the age where I'm trying to get my kids to, but my kids don't have the attention span yet. I feel like
whatever. What's this?
I really feel like so much, and I need to touch on this comment up here, and that's why I left it up there.
Yes.
Let me just do it real quick. Trucker Cards fan says it's crazy hiding chat behind a paywall. I'm not hiding chat behind a paywall. The
He's
chat
hiding
is
sexual
on there.
harassment.
I think the only thing we do have is that if that you are a subscriber to be a chat to chat, and when I do that, it's to help us to grow and bring more content, but it's also so that way we don't just get some random asshole who shows up and just starts saying the worst stuff and just spilling it all in there. So it also helps us to regulate it a little bit. So yeah, and then also look out for people that are going to say creepy stuff about like Anna's feet or something. I don't know what they're going to say. That's just that's what people do.
You should see my DMs. It's like feet pick, queen.
I'm just telling you.
Do you want me to do a side hustle?
Yeah, if the money's good, listen.
If the money right, I'll be a Stokes.
I'll sell mine. I'll sell mine.
Mikhail Brown.
If you like Hobbit feet,
what if they paid me and I sent yours? I'm like,
it would be hilarious because I got like big Hobbit like hairy feet, and it's like that's
I thought you were gonna say
that
hot
would
girl feet.
No, yes, they're painted. They're whatever. That would actually be really funny.
I bet people I bet there's men online who love that. Somebody asked me if I would send them a pair of my leggings the other day.
I wear what's it called? Oh, that's so creepy. Did somebody really ask that? That's
somebody asked for a thermos of my bath water one time.
Oh my God. Okay, Belle Delphine or whatever her name is. She disappeared. She sold all. She made a bunch of money doing that. Anyway, I guess she did. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's not behind a paywall, bro. It's just that it's not whatever. What I was saying is I don't post this stuff on the screen for her to see, and that's the only way she sees it because she ain't going out of the way to pull up the chat. That's what I'm saying.
It's a threat on my life or my body. I don't want to see it.
Yes, we try to protect her here at ESPN Louisville.
Like a woman like that, just saying, no need to worry about that.
Thank you. And then a lot of people, Anna, come to the light side, be a Louisville fan.
Ever.
See, and then we get guys like
I'm
this,
and not, baby. I'm loyal to the soil.
Like this, you're not a creep because you're saying it in a nice way, but it's still weird. It's still weird.
I will take your soul. Who's to say you already have it?
No, not him. This other one. Oh. Dude's asking for dates on here, and I'm like, dude, it's weird. It's weird. I mean, it's weird. No offense. Yeah. This is probably not the place. Probably not the place to do it. I don't know. How about them cards, baby? There's a lot of excited people.
Exactly.
Yeah. And thank you, Drew. Yeah, it keeps the bots out. That's what it does. And Drew is a member. He supports us.
MF guy. We love Drew.
He is. Soforo just wants to get a big enough collab with Mr. Beast to make him a UL booster. I've heard weird stuff about that guy. I think Streeble's got theories on that guy and stuff like that. Okay, so this one I know you know this guy, so I'll put it up here. I'll put this guy.
Take Anna out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her.
Never call her again. That's your guy. Isn't it like your cousin? No, is this somebody you worked with?
No,
or I know this guy.
Is that the guy who works with my former cousin?
That's what it is.
Hey, you're Italian when you have former cousins.
Yeah, former cousins. Yeah. But I saw the picture. I'm like, I know this guy. I've seen this person before. So I'll throw this one up.
Joke on myself, but not be pathetic. But I mean, okay. What's out of the norm there?
Are you paying? That's fine. We'll go. That's okay. You don't have to call me again as long as you take me out. Okay.
Come on.
This one's going long. We're having fun.
We're doing a dating show.
I hate to just do this without asking how much time you got. Like I'm not trying to keep us too late.
Chilling. I'm chilling.
Okay, you're chilling.
How much time you got? Yeah, I'm chilling.
Okay, no, I'm good. The reason I ask is because we have PK's recruitment spells of Rich Mahogany. Yes,
and Rich Mahogany and leather-bound books. That's me. And
so
I read your last comment to my whole family. It's like, all right, we all dealing with bad management. Some is people I'm related to, and some is Mark Pope, and that's okay. We all have our burdens to bear.
Remind me. So wait, is this a coworker of a cousin, or is this the cousin?
No,
this is the former cousin.
Works for a former cousin. Yeah, a former blood relation. Yeah,
that makes me happy. I don't know why. It's just so it's so random, but it is. It's very good. I'm trying to find the thing real quick. Anyway, okay, so let's get back on topic a little bit real quick because this happens all the time. I think that I don't have enough notes, and the next thing I know, we have so many freaking
You were
notes.
stressing about it today, and I was like, I'll come up with something. It's like, dude, we could go in there and be like, I mean, it was a little cold today, and we're going to get on the topic of something.
Usually we can talk about whatever. We'll be good to go. let's get a little bit into Kentucky. There's some of this I want to talk about. And I promise, I think this is the last time that, well, until they play, that we're going to have to talk about Tyron Stokes. But we have to talk about it a little bit just because the whole situation was just kind of insanity, to be honest, because we have the news that comes out. Tyron Stokes commits to Kansas on Monday, I think it was. And I remember we had rumors of that it was going to come out, and it did. But Stokes, I guess, I think KSR was the first entity to report this, and it was confirmed. But Stokes basically had filed financial paperwork with Kansas before he even stepped foot on Kentucky for the visit.
You're simps. We are loser-ass simps who are sending girls flowers and all these nice shit while she's on the date with a professional athlete.
Like, it's really... even me, even as much as I've had... Like, I remember sitting watching Calipari Kentucky basketball in like 2013, 14, or no, 12 and 14, and just be like, I fucking hate them. Like, I hate these people that are cheering and like whatever.
And the hot girl that people hated.
Yes, and I would sit across the bar and I'd just be like, bleep you. Like, I'm not Creighton. I'm not gonna fight somebody, but I'm just like, I want you unhappy. I don't want you to go home happy tonight. And now I just like pity. Like, I'm guessing this is what a lot of people like. You know, I know you didn't because you were not. You don't have that kind of. You don't have that in you. But there are some Kentucky people that pitied Louisville during the Kenny Payne era. But I did kind of. There's a little bit of enjoyment I had to get out of our guy Tyron Stokes. Just basically, and I think now there's no way to look back at it other than he just trolled Kentucky.
We got fucking played
for months on end.
We got fucking played.
Like that guy. I dare say Tyron Stokes is more Louisville than anybody I've ever seen in my entire life. Like he his family was Louisville. They wanted him to go to Louisville. Pat Kelsey said no, and we do have information to kind of back that up now. I know you pushed back on me last time, but if he wanted to come to your school, you would whatever. There's some more information there.
I don't buy it.
We can talk. Well, okay. You want me to just run down real quick, basically what it is and what I've heard? You don't even care to hear it. You don't want to know.
No, do it. I think it's important that people know. No, I'm saying, yeah.
I thought you were just like, no, don't fucking say it. I don't care.
Like, bring it on. Bring the facts on.
So, I guess when I say use the term facts loosely, like what I've gathered from the people that I know, people that I trust. I trust, these people and these sources and the conversations we've had. And basically a lot of what it was. And if you remember, he had a visit to Louisville. He visited Louisville. And within like 24 to 48 hours, people had asked Pat Kelsey some kind of comments, either about Stokes or about recruiting certain people. And he came out and made a comment saying something along the lines of basically like, there are people that don't have personalities or certain things that just don't fit or it wouldn't work. It won't work for whatever reason. Well, and I've become finally more aware or understanding of the situations around Louisville. If you don't know, I work for Louisville Metro Government in capacity with like Metro Council and all that. And there's certain things that I just wasn't aware of, different areas that you really can be sheltered of different scenarios and different situations around Louisville. In Louisville, there are multiple gangs. There are people, and I knew they're gangs, you know what I mean? But I didn't realize like
Stokes got told no by the Crips. Oh my God.
Well, there are Victory Park Crips, and I don't know exactly what situation I don't know. Guys, there might be Victory Park Crips hanging out in the chat. If you want to drop the line in me and let me know, feel free to drop it in.
Teach me how to Crip walk now.
Yes, I am I still work in private investigation and stuff like that. You're not going to incriminate yourself, I promise. Some people get nervous about that kind of stuff.
Number if you're involved in gang behavior.
Yes, if you want to initiate me in a gang, you let me know. Anyway, I'm kidding. Did he get what's it called when you get beat in or whatever? You know what is it? When you jumped in, you get jumped in. Anybody want to jump Justin Soforo into their gang? Anyway,
what's going on? We want to be ripped up. They want to be in the Bloods, though. Do we have Bloods here as well?
I don't think there's Bloods here. I think that's because
the Louisville Cardinals, baby. We the Louisville Cardinals,
right? But there's a guy. Well, there's a guy I know, and I've seen he has like a blue cardinal on his van, and I'm like, I wonder why that is. Huh. But interesting. Anyway, but anyway, I'm not saying it's them. I don't know what gang. I don't know. I don't have information on what gang it is, but there is either affiliation, either his family or something like that. And if somebody actually, like with one of the gangs and one of the, one of the groups, one of the organizations, I guess you may want to say. So one of the things that Louisville basketball, I feel like this really didn't want involvement was with trying to maybe they didn't want to increase security risks caused because of Tyron Stokes being at Louisville. This is what I'd heard. Like I said,
do they not have gangs in Lawrence, Kansas? It's too white over there.
Take it with it's not that, but like it's local. It's here. It's people that know him. You know what I mean? That would be but I'm like, also, if you live in Louisville, wouldn't you be probably going to Louisville games anyway? Even if you're in a gang, like, you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't know how gangs work.
Members can't attend games.
We're paisans. We have other affiliations.
We understand organized crime and families.
We get it. We understand how it works. Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he's part of the family. He's
a Genovese.
But basically, a lot of what I heard, I mean, just loosely, and I'm probably getting too into the weeds with it and like thinking about it, but it's basically a lot of lower level. Just seemed more like they didn't think the risk was worth the reward of like security and all the other things that could cause issues because of him. And Pat Kelsey that was not going to happen.
Did they think they were going to try to like initiate him and like kill like his starting center on the court? Like, I feel like there's like.
I think it's also security around campus. But like, it's also these guys are going to Denny Crum Hall. I mean, we've seen already what happened. We've seen what happened at Minority Hall. We don't need to.
Crime can get into the dorm rooms. Okay, we have experience with federal crime.
Do we need to do this in Denny Crum Hall? Minority, we've already done. Real quick, and I apologize. My guy, Old School Coins, shout out, $10 super chat, says, really enjoy being here with you all every week. My guy, thank you so much. Guy or girl, I don't know. I'm going to guess you're a guy. You're a guy because you said you weren't meeting Creepy Dana. So you're a guy. But like, seriously, like stuff like that means a lot. I really appreciate the super chat. You don't have to do that. But people that join memberships, that send super chats, things like that, it means a lot because it shows that it's worth our time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I say that, I mean, worth our time isn't like, I know Anna and I enjoy talking with each other about it, but the fact that we can try to build a community for ESPN Louisville in a different format, it makes it all worth it to us. And
a product people enjoy.
Yeah, and love you guys. Love being able to like meet you all, talk with you all, chat with you, all this stuff. So I appreciate it. And again, thank you, Old School's Coins, and all the numbers and stuff after it. But shout out, shout out, my guy.
Can't wait to see all of you guys at gang initiation in the fall.
Yeah. See, it's at the jumping in. You let us know when you're gonna be there. Seeing the coming, but. This was the big thing before really the Obinna stuff really took off for Louisville. I was like, if I'm Louisville and you have a guy who's a local Louisville guy who his family or they're fans of the program, they want him to go there, and I feel 99.9% confident he wanted to go to Louisville. Now you see evidence too. He picked Kansas. He picked an Adidas school. Why do you think he drug it out so long? I also wonder if he was trying to drug it out to see if anybody would change their freaking mind.
Okay, were the Crips paying him to do that? Were the Louisville Crips paying him to do that? And I'm open to an investigation here.
You're open to okay.
I'm open to you taking this on as an investigation.
Give me more work. Give me another job to do. Oh, well, I guess it is my work.
You don't have enough. I'm like, come up with the whole show and fix my mic for me. So, bro.
Yeah. Come over and do my hair next time.
Like, what are we talking about? And I was like, I'll come up with one bullet point.
I did love that. I'm sorry. I know you didn't send me anything. I didn't even think about that, but I did tell right now.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I can't.
I'm like, Michael Brown, why don't you play? And I'm like, I can't even like send your show prep.
No, you're good because I mean, I'll be honest. This week was definitely like I feel frustrated when people outside of just being angry about Kentucky. Like, good luck because I pull it up here. Like we're right now in front of me. I have what I said to you, which is like the potential depth chart that shout out Bleed Blue Network put together. But like this is. Like, guys, I don't know what y'all are doing. Sorry, BBN. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I don't know what. Like, I look at this roster, and like I said to you, I talked to my friend who's a big UK fan, who we did the podcast stuff before with yesterday for Derby, and it's two separate thoughts. We used to do the podcast. I saw him at Derby stuff, and we were talking about it. I'm just like, man, this team looks like a Vanderbilt team. Like not even good Vanderbilt last year, but like a mid-tier, like you said, what's his name? Kevin Stallings. Yeah, it's. I mean, I say people try to hype up Zoom Diallo and Alex Wilkins. Those two, I'll give you some credit because, like, you got two big guards. Zoom Diallo, I'm less on than Wilkins.
Do not give credit.
Okay. But, like, I mean, the rest of the team, your backups, Jerome Morton, Braden Hawthorne, and then, like, I mean, it's nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing. Justin McBride, we'll see. He's 6'8", so that's something that's interesting. But, like, dear Lord, like, I don't know what Mark Pope. It just feels like it's kind of the white flag. Like it's like raising the white flag before the season starts.
Take us out back and kill us.
Yeah, that's just like let's. Like. But he refuses to. You know, I thought maybe Mark Pope would be a guy who maybe would be like, he's
self-aware.
The
only thing he sells himself on is emotional intelligence. Anna, you so sweet. I just love your passion. Thank you so much. You mean anger? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad someone likes it.
Yeah.
Whispers. Soforo still would want Stokes at you about. Yeah.
Have we been on for that long that this thing switched? Give me a second. I don't know what that.
What is it? I was like, oh no, his fake fireplace came on. His Al Green started playing.
No, it changed like. Hide. Like that's a 4 hour. I mean, we haven't been on for 4 hours, but I guess whenever last time I ended, that's where we are. But okay, I was like, dang, that ran out long. Let's see. I wonder how. See that's one that okay. He says Whispers Soforo would still want Stokes at Uva. Yeah, I'd take him right now if they had the money.
I want to go back. I think we could really do a series here with Crip involvement in local athletics. And listen, maybe Mark Pope just isn't cool enough to be in a gang, and he's gonna be like Michael Scott, and he's gonna put the vignette on, and he's gonna be like the scariest part of prison was the Dementors. That's why he's not getting recruits.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think you could handle getting jumped into a gang. You, me, or Soforo?
He's probably talking about me. I can handle pain pretty well. I can handle pain. Listen, I don't know how you may jump me, Wayne, but I don't know if it's the same way. How would Anna jump Soforo into a gang? She's never mind. Suplex. I don't know. Like I don't know. What do you think?
People don't know.
But the reason I was thrown off was too focused. Man, you talk about Victory Park on the podcast. I am. Shout out Victory Park. It's a anybody. Oh no!
I've been there multiple. I've been there so many times, and that's exciting. I've been in so many gangs.
I'm sorry, but shout out Victory Park. There's good people out there. Would love to talk about a sponsorship. Oh, like with ESPN Louisville?
Are you a Crip or?
Old School's coin. Okay. Hey, I'll reach out. I mean, let me know what you're trying to sponsor. You're trying to sponsor EO Plus. You're trying to sponsor with the station. You let us know. We'll get Phil Baker. Get on it. You're a Crip or a Black. Oh, and real quick before I didn't even, we talk about sponsorships. Real quick, I got to shout out another one of our sponsors, Juice Fuel. They've come on recently, especially with people all around the city, people that aren't from Louisville, they don't know where they're going, what they're doing, can run out of gas. Gas is so expensive nowadays, but Juice Fuel keeps things safe and affordable. With Juice Fuel, they bring the gas straight to your car, at home, at work, at the Kentucky Derby, at the University of Louisville. If somebody's siphoning, if some of these gang members are siphoning the gasoline out of your vehicle. I don't know. Wherever you are. Actually, really, let's be honest.
We're not gang related.
It ain't gang members anymore. That's people out in the country. That's country stuff.
Maybe. That's your redneck neighbor, Larry.
I can tell you how many times that I've gone out and I've had PI jobs chasing down. Oh, in Indiana, we caught one guy who they were stealing and selling it on the gray market or whatever, like gasoline, and like they were, and like we worked with the Indiana State Police. This has been, I don't know, probably eight years ago now, but I remember doing that, and like they had me join them, and I'm like, dude, I'm just here. I was just letting you know. I made the call. I followed them around. I ain't trying to I'm not trying to be the guy to confront him. And they brought me in there, and the guy was so nice. So I felt bad I didn't feel bad. He was doing illegal shit, but he was like, he was doing a crime, so he's going to pay the time. But he was really, really like, he knew he effed up and he was sad about it. And he was like, man, I'm sorry. We're just trying to, make whatever. And I'm like, oh, well, hopefully you make better choices.
Wait, what were they trying to make?
I think they were just trying to get
Make
by.
ends
Like I think they're trying to pay off some debt or something. I don't know. I didn't get into it. It was sad, but it's still illegal. So you can't do it.
That's the people that I feel bad for, not people getting paid millions of dollars to fake an injury.
Or it could have been a sob story. We don't know. It could have been a fake sob story. That being said, back into the read, skip the gas station for good. Use code ESPN and get your first month of VIP membership free. Download the app today. Juicefuel.com. All right. Shout out everybody.
Skip the gas station, siphon people's gas for free, and see me in court.
Yes, I don't want you. Don't you have to siphon gas to get by? No, we don't want you to have to do that. But definitely,
we should do a live initiation show when we get into the victory part.
I would like to see Streeble get jumped in. I would like to see Streeble. Streeble would be the perfect guy to get jumped into a gang.
Streeble would be like that Dave Chappelle sketch where he's like blind and he's like a leader of like a bad thing, and it's like Streeble, like no one would expect it of him. So it's like it would be like this really poetic in a bad way thing.
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing here because you kind of called Streeble the leader of the KKK.
No, I didn't.
That's that episode.
I was saying unexpected.
You called Streeble a KKK member.
No, I was saying an unexpected leader of the Crips.
Unexpected.
Okay. Thank you for picking up on that episode because I did start saying it before I thought about it. And I wish I hadn't opened my fucking big mouth.
No, I love it. That's great. Well, you're saying it's a role reversal, if you will, for Streeble.
Right.
So it's the opposite. Well, not the opposite.
An oxymoron, if you will.
Yeah, I don't think those groups just target specific races. But yes, I think it's more about making money and getting bitches and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's what we both try to do every day, every week on this show. Make money and get bitches.
Exactly. That's what we do. That is what we do.
That's what we're about.
Mog, I've kind of enjoyed seeing Kentucky just fall apart as an entire program while Lou's over here laughing with mounds of pizza money now.
Your pizza money has blood on it.
That's fine. I don't even care. I did see people saying that it was that it could have been Papa John's that made this one happen. So Papa John, not John's.
Well, could it?
Just one Papa.
There's only one Papa, and he is in the house.
He's got that pizza money.
It feels like the fucking Righteous Gemstones. Like I want them to do like a show about like the George years of like Papa John being there and like all of these characters. It feels like the fucking Righteous Gemstones. Uncle Billy, that would be freaking Petrino. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it does feel that way. Okay, with you and your show, hey, reach out to Phil Baker. Reach out to Phil Baker about the sponsorship. So hey, shout out. Yeah. Do you have a local business? Is it Old School Coins, or do you have another business that I don't know? I don't know. Is that?
I respect that if it is.
I was saying, don't fucking laugh. Don't laugh at him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Don't laugh at Old School Coins. That might be the business.
You don't know. Old School Coins. We respect new and old school coins. We respect every coin.
My guys over here trying to set us up with our first sponsorship for us, like our own personal, and you're over here just disrespecting the brand.
I didn't feel worthy of it. I just immediately pictured like the thing you would get with the 50 state coins, and you have to put them in the thing, and that's what. And if you do that, I have even more respect. So because you're carrying on a tradition I've not seen.
There you go. People have asked this so many times. Anna's gonna have to fill you in. I'll just let her do it.
Off topic. What degrees? Oh, they're my dad. But I have degrees too.
So don't be impressed, Deja Vu. No, I'm kidding. She has a degree though. Right? You got a degree, right? Or you don't have to.
Yeah, okay. Broadcast journalism. Yeah. But anyway, these are the things that I got my dad to put on his desk. So like, this is Pistol Pete Maravich. So very important. And then also, it's like, here's like Sleeping Joseph. So like, this is my patron saint. So it's like, when Soforo's like, why aren't you doing show prep? I'm like, I'm gonna send you bullet points in 3 seconds, and that's me. So this is Mark Pope recruiting.
That is that's you can't see it. He actually has like under his arm is usually the player too. He's like him snuggling in the.
I want you to be here so bad. I want you to come to Kentucky, and it's like
caressing. caressing the player's hip,
moaning in his ear.
Oh, you would be perfect for this school. You'd be great here. You and me are going to do great things tonight. We're going to be great. Anyway, this has been a good show. I feel like this has been a good one. I feel like this has been a fun show.
Me too. I'm crying.
This has been a lot.
Like imagine going on a first date with Mark Pope.
He married. And you're going to have a podcast, and you're going to have that podcast.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm welcome. I think they have burner accounts against me. I think they have whole burner accounts against me. Like, sorry for threatening your whole family. Just let it go.
It is the business. You over here made fun of old school coins, and it is the business.
It is. No, I do like that. I respect it. I just wasn't expecting. I just tell us more about it. I just haven't. Yeah. Obviously, there's a market there to learn more.
Yeah, definitely. Slide into the DMs. If you don't follow, you can follow one of us on Twitter and slide in the DM. Slide in my DM. Don't slide into. None of you slide into Nana's DMs. No. I shouldn't speak for her and tell you to slide into her DMs.
There was a time when I would have said okay, but now
she's got enough. She's got enough sliding in there. Deja Vu. Did you own the business? Did you own Deja Vu? Is Kentucky's giving off Thanos after a snap down bad and fading away? See, Anna doesn't know what that is because Anna doesn't know what any of that is.
I know. I feel like Thanos has like a lot of muscles, maybe, perhaps.
Yes, beer muscles. So where can I buy the Tarullo meme coin? Well, maybe our guy will hook you up. Maybe that's what we'll do.
Don't trick me because I know people get into federal. Don't try to get me into federal prison for that.
We can turn you into the Hawk to a girl. And then you'll disappear, and we'll keep you on there.
Yeah, why are you plotting against me? I'm just trying to join the Crips.
Yeah, you all buy all this, and then Anna's gonna disappear, and with all your money.
Okay, are you related to me? Like, what the fuck's going on? I think the Tarullo coin is available at textile factories and Italian restaurantes. How do you know about textile factories? Are you a mole? Are you another cousin?
No, that's that guy. That's the guy.
I know, but I'm like,
okay.
Textile factories is like another family business.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, well, there you go.
What do you know?
See,
who are you?
See, we had tire capping. We had some tire capping. Yeah.
Who are you?
Okay, real quick, because we do have a little bit more to get to. The funniest part of this is you touched on it a little bit, but Mark Pope flying to freaking Israel to go get a Brazilian player. And
I thought it was a joke.
Marcio
do you know how proud
Santos.
I am of me?
Yeah. Yeah, it does sound like a joke.
Of me.
Especially right now.
Retweeting things that I liked.
Yeah. But Marcio Santos averaging 8 points per game in the Israeli league. He's a 6'9" Brazilian, 255 pounds. Looks like a 30-year-old man is something I wrote down. Mark Pope traveled to Israel to visit Santos and recruit
not in
him.
A good way.
And he left without a commitment. And my
or a point scored.
Right?
Was he trying to meet with like Netanyahu to like get some kind of leg up on some type of human trafficking? It's like, I knew you were the enemy. Like, don't make it so obvious. It's like everything I knew was validated.
What if he was like confirming that Netanyahu was like actually alive? Because we had the whole thing with like the 6 fingers and all that other stuff, and like him with the coffee, and we don't know.
Could you imagine the rumors of like Mark Pope were like, we're not sure if he's alive or not? Like, I'm probably in custody for questioning, but.
Well, you'd be like, oh, let's go ahead. Let's make a new hire. He may not be alive. Let's go ahead and make that new hire. He's stuck in Israel. He's probably not going to come back.
We don't know if he's AI or not. I heard the IDF got him and they put him on the front lines and stuff.
Somebody just cancel or, his passport, letting it stolen. Somebody just
he's probably like so weakly not good at his job. He's trying to like learn like Mossad spying tricks to like try to get a recruit. Like how Victory Park is doing it with the Crips with Trans Stokes or how he says it. But they did it the opposite way. They didn't do good. He's like trying to learn these techniques of how to like get blackmail on recruits to be like, okay, well, obviously you don't adhere to the Mormon code and you were sinning before marriage. So it's like, you have to come play for us or we're going to tell everyone.
Mark Pope is like, he's like a cartoon character. He's like a cartoon dad is what I think. Just like that.
One I would never want to watch.
Yeah. He's not interesting or funny or good, but he's very much like that annoying.
Bumbling. He's bumbly.
I'm trying to think who reminds me of, because I liked him. I think about like
dad on like the Proud Family or something.
Yeah, kind of like
he's like never really knows what's going on.
Yeah, but he had a little bit of like likability to him.
Yeah, he did. No, you're right. And you're right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
why-
That's the
like,
point.
Okay, no, let's like do a poll or something. It's like, what cartoon dad would Mark Pope be?
Well, leave it in the chat. Like, if you can think of a cartoon dad that he reminds you of, put that there.
Just like let us know.
Yeah,
We're
I can
too
do a
busy to
poll,
think
but
about it.
to do a poll means we have to have the actual ones that we know. So I don't know who they are to put it in there.
Yes or no? Which one?
But yes. Additionally, the funniest part of this whole thing, the latest thing that's happening, and I haven't seen an update, but as of this morning, maybe it swings the other way. But Will Wade and LSU got involved with Santos after he did, and Trilly was saying that it's trending toward LSU. This may change. I don't know how much you even care. I don't know if anybody cares. Like, really, if we're talking about this in the end,
if this man has to go play in a war-torn country, in a war-involved country.
Yeah. Timmy Turner's dad. That kind of makes sense. That works.
Yeah.
Maybe see, I feel like Anna's not going to know this reference.
But try me.
The mom and dad from Cow and Chicken, they have no upper half. You know that's Cartoon Network.
Isn't Fairly Odd Parents like that too? Like Timmy Turner's parents, like you don't see their faces, right?
No, you can see. No, you do see their faces, but they're very much like one dimensional. There's no real. Yeah, that's not a bad one, honestly, to pick that.
Mark Pope is like Cat Dog or something, or like Pinky and the Brain, but he's not the Brain. He's Pinky. Yeah. That's who he is.
Pinky's kind of unlikable. At least when I was a kid, he was unlikable.
Or he's kind of like, I don't know what's happening.
See, there's a lot of those shows as a kid that I would like. I'd watch and I'd be like, "This is really stupid. I hate this person." And then as I got older, I was like, "Oh, it's kind of funny." Like that's actually the funny part of the show. That actually makes it watchable. So I don't know. It's hard to tell for me right now.
Did you ever watch Johnny Bravo? Like for no specific reason, it just like popped in my head.
So it's funny that you bring that up because as a kid, and it's funny now.
Did you want to be him?
No, but people used to call me, like some of the girls in elementary school call me that because I used to have hair and it wasn't like that, but it would be like, I would be really, this is also kids out there, but kids out there, don't gel your hair. Don't do it because,
you'll wake up one day.
It'll be this.
A father of three.
I think father of three. It's still, like I said, still didn't hurt me there, but it does if you care about your hair. And like at that, when I was young, I was like, oh yeah, I'd be doing like every morning. I wake up. I was in like third grade or whatever, and I was doing it up or whatever before my mom woke up or whatever like that, thinking I had guns, the tight black shirt and all that stuff. Yes. Oh, Anna's got some guns. She's showing them off.
I really don't. It's really just kind of fake. It's just.
Hey, we'll then lie. I don't. Yeah, there you go.
Working out so hard.
Exactly. But no, I love Johnny Bravo. It was one of my favorite shows because it was funny. Yeah, it was one of the funniest kids cartoons. I feel like that was made for adults. So like, it was really made for adults.
Like the half of all Disney movies are too. Half of all Disney movies.
Yeah,
they have like that little humor. Like Shrek is all like a little bit of adult humor.
Shrek was one that. I made my mom take me to see that like 3 times in a row. Like I love Shrek that much. More. Yeah, when it came out, it was one of those movies that I was like, okay, this is different. Like for being a kid, it's kids, but is it really? You know what I mean? Because
it's got these little like
I gotta save my ass and stuff like that. Right? They cuss us a few times. Yeah.
I need to like go back and rewatch. Like I think that's what Disney did well. Was like they gave these little like winks to like the parents. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the only way we get through like watching a lot of kids shows. Because I mean that's a lot of it too. Like right now, I'm like the stuff that used to. Let me think. Okay, Pokemon. Like whatever. I hated Team Rocket. I was like, this is so annoying. Whatever. Yeah. And then my mom would be like, that's kind of funny. My mom would be like, if I have to watch this is kind of funny. Like, and I'm like, why is it funny? And now I'm older and I'm like, oh, the effeminate, jokey, whatever, and all that kind of stuff they were doing. Now I get it.
I don't know anything about it, but I respect it for you, and I value your opinion.
The Pokemon, you never Pokemon.
I like tried like one day in first grade to be cool, and I was like, Mom, buy me Pokemon cards now. And I don't even know what to do with them. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
The only reason it comes to me now is because my oldest is now getting into it. And it's like, and it's like, well, if as long as it's something I know, it's like at least a little bit. I haven't played since I was in 4th grade or 5th grade or something like that. So I don't know anything about. There's like 1,000 of you don't know anything anyway, so I don't need to describe it. But there's so many things that I'm like, I don't know what any of this shit is now. But I'll
and
play.
then remember when they did Pokemon Live and they were all geo-tracking us? Like, what was that? Was that Mark Pope trying to recruit or what?
Yeah, but no, that was Netanyahu. That was how
Exactly,
Netanyahu.
that was my joke. Yes.
No, it's
Yes.
good. That's
You're
good. I like
connecting
it.
the dots. Yes.
It was yes. It was, yeah, you're right. It did. but no. I mean, yeah. It's funny enough. My twin brother played it on his phone, and what he would do is he would fake his location, so he never had to leave the house to play it or leave his job. He would just be like, "Oh, there's a Charizard. I know that one. There's a Charizard in Spain. Well, I'm gonna say I'm in Spain today." And
you could just do that? Did he have to code or whatever? Did he have to
there's like apps for it, or there's like some kind of thing that you can do that can fake where your location, kind of like those what do they call? They sell like they advertise it if you watch like YouTube or anything like that. They used to sell what is it called? It's it's like a protective program on your computer. Somebody told me VPN. Thank you. I don't know why. Yeah. It's just when we start talking about stuff, I just forget simple things.
I'm an IT guy. Like,
she's an IT. She's the IT nerd. Yeah, she's the one who knows all that. But like a VPN, and then you can just say you're wherever. Like Netflix. I can't remember if Nick or somebody else said that. But like Netflix has all these secret hidden, for Spain, for China, for whatever, where they have access to movies and shows that'll be like on HBO and stuff. But if you're in different countries, so like we'll be blocked off from having all these movies or shows, and it'll be like, oh, it's going away. Well, if you say that you're in Spain and you're watching it, or you're watching it from France or whatever, they may have access to all these different shows and movies that we don't have because we have HBO that's trying to cock blocker.
And Mark Pope was like, they have access to different recruits in Israel, and I'm going to go and check it out. It's a different 24/7.
Yes, there's a chance. I mean, it's not zero. Hot take: Finding Nemo is a bad movie, and Toy Story is bad from 3 on.
I never saw Toy Story past Toy Story 3. Mm-hmm. Finding Nemo. I mean, I'm going to need more facts. I'm going to need more facts about why you think it's a bad movie.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, 2003.
Why did Disney always try to traumatize us with like parent separation?
It's always a dead. There's always a dead parent too.
Yes,
Bambi, all this stuff. Yeah, Lion King. All that. I liked Finding Nemo a lot when it came out, but also, Deja Vu, your take. Maybe now in retrospect, and this is getting into the conspiracy theory stuff, but like the Ellen DeGeneres stuff, now I can kind of see. Now I can kind of see where maybe bleep that movie. maybe bleep Finding Dory. We could have left Dory alone.
And it's like, why did they give one of the main characters dementia and short-term memory problems, and then also why it's like, why do they always have to give you this trauma of like, hey, little beautiful child, your parents might not be there when you wake up. It's like, all right, why are you doing that?
It's
not necessary.
Now that I think about that, it is really messed up, especially if you are somebody who had parents that okay. Do you want to?
No, I'm not going to share it.
We're
too on the watch list.
We'll talk separately about this. I text it to me or whatever. I do want to hear that, so you don't. Yeah, I do want to. Oh, you get the whole links and everything. So like you the whole rabbit hole. You got the whole. Okay, I'm interested in that. Yep. That is interesting though. I didn't talk about that, but Toy Story, I haven't seen 3 and 4. I mean, I've had it on because of my kids, but I haven't really watched it. To be honest, I liked the first 2, but that was when I was a child.
Right.
Deja Vu, WrestleMania, for example, was on Netflix every country. I'm happy for you.
What are they hiding from us?
An extra $35 to watch it on ESPN. I'm sorry, I get the money part. I get. I can't be an adult man watching WrestleMania. I'm sorry. Did y'all see the Ellen clip when she had kids on the? Yes, the people have made that. I think people have added like horror sound effects to it.
Okay, Ghislaine.
Okay,
let's talk about the files. Just kidding.
Yeah. We're It's been a good show, guys.
Great show.
Nice talk to you. Actually, I mean, we've been going for almost 2.5 hours.
We probably should wrap.
So we probably should wrap it. I gotta go clean out a cemetery tomorrow, so I'll be out there.
Beautiful, and he loves his new job.
It is. It is. I love my new. Actually, no, it's great. We have a lot of kids helping out and making the community a better place. So I'm excited to actually do that. Guys, thank you all so much for joining in. Unless Tarullo has something. Or is this totally separate? That you okay? I just want to make sure because you made an O, and I was like, did something hit break? Did some news happen?
Negative.
See, that's the worst part too. We don't have a producer. I'm the producer.
No, you are the producer. You're
if something breaks while we're talking, unless chat lets us know, we don't know. And Walt Nicholas shout outs his good show. Thanks, Walt. You've been quiet. You've been here, one of our members, and you haven't said a damn thing all show. And now you're coming in with the good
Walt.
show. Thanks, but I appreciate.
Come on, Walt.
But no, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in as always. We'll have this show, like I said, every Sunday at 9 p.m. You can go share it out there. Make sure you do all that. Make sure, if you haven't already, do me a favor. Like this freaking video on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to bring you more and more content. I promise, if Kentucky ever has breaking news, I said to Tarullo that we're going to try to do a video that we record of her talking about it. And
it's going to happen.
But Kentucky doesn't have anything to talk about. There's
only fears,
good.
Tears, depression, sadness.
We could just we have to get to 8 minutes, so there's 2 commercial breaks during that video. So we'll do 8 minutes of Tarullo crying on camera, and that's all it's gonna be. It's just her.
Even he put on a 5150 hold.
Exactly. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Soforo, follow her at Tarullo Tweets on Twitter. Of course, ESPN 680, 93.9 The Ville. All the other stuff there, we'll have you covered for all things cards, cats. I guess now we have to talk Hoosiers because of
Crips.
our guy. Yes. Oh, and the Crips. We'll talk about the Crips. Maybe we'll the next video will be my gang initiation into the Crips. But anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in as always. Hit like. We will see you guys. And let me actually make sure I get this stuff ready because I never actually get it ready and then I throw it to break and I'm not ready to go. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.